Imagine the relief of securing fair compensation for an accident you were in, where the insurance companies aren't dictating what's good enough and your injuries and suffering are truly acknowledged. Whether it's an auto accident, a workplace injury, or slip and fall, Phillips Law Firm has dedicated over 2 decades to ensuring their clients receive the rightful compensation and attention they deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today or visit justiceforyou.com. They don't win, you don't pay. Phillips Law Firm, justice for you.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Got to check out this video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. It's a woman named Lonnie. She's in Australia. She went on TikTok because she wanted to show you how she gets revenge.
Okay, great. I'm glad that we have TikTok for this.
Yeah, I guess the reason she needed revenge, it was a woman at a grocery store would not let her cut in front of her at the checkout line, even though Lonnie had a fussy kid and only a couple of items.
Okay, so when I first read the story and I heard about her getting revenge, I thought originally somebody cut in front of her, and I'm like, all right, I guess getting revenge on somebody who's I know you guys like to accuse me of being a line cutter, but I'm more of an accidental line cutter. But then when I heard
still a line cutter,
not intentional.
That's in there. That's still in the description. But
fair.
Go on.
But then to hear that she's just all salty because someone wouldn't let her cut in front because she only had a couple of items. I mean,
well, come on, Steve. Why should somebody expect to wait their place in line?
I know there have been a few times where I've had like 2 things and the person in front of me's got like 7,000, and I'm like, oh, just let me go ahead of you. But you're not going to get mad at that person.
Yeah, I'm that guy where I will look behind me to see what's up.
Same.
Yeah, because it's like, but then it's like, oh, when is it too much? Like, when do I look and go, I don't know, 10's a lot, sir. I feel like I'm not going to let you get through a 10.
I'm not letting them cut in front of me. I just look behind to say, oh, you only have 2 things. That sucks. I've got 17.
Oh, well,
you got a while to wait, buddy. You might want to self-check out this.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, yes, Lonnie did not get to cut in front of a woman. And because the woman wouldn't let her cut in front of her, Lonnie's like, you know what? I will get my revenge.
I had to line up behind the lady that was eyeballing me. And she's seen that I only had these 2, and I'm like holding Hudson, he's like slapping and scratching me. And she kind of just greased me off and looked me up and down and continued stacking her stuff and did not let me go in front of her for 2 little things. I took her eggs and bacon and her butter that was at the back of the pile, kind of just sat it back towards me and put those in front of it, and eyeballed them.
So she basically took that person's food and then bought it for herself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I do wish that this person cut in front of her, because I think that'd be a funny troll. Like that person comes back to their house and they realize, where's the eggs and the bacon? And then, it's not like you got charged for it.
Yeah, I support that if in fact somebody's a douche to you.
Right.
But if somebody is just like, I'm in line and I will continue to stay in line and then I'll load my groceries on there, boy, I would be pissed if I got home and I'm like, where the hell's my eggs and bacon?
I don't understand why she posted this on TikTok. Okay, for likes and for
there we go
comments.
Didn't take long for you to figure it out.
All that stupid stuff, but it's not like it paints you in a good light.
No.
You come off like a douche.
I feel like she thinks it does because she's got the IQ probably of the eggs and bacon that she took.
I mean, that's being very generous.
Yeah, you're right. Probably just the eggs.
The weird thing, too, is it's such a weird troll because at that point, she's probably just going to blame the store. Like, oh, they forgot to pack my eggs and bacon.
Oh, so the store gets stepped in the deal.
She's not even going to know that it was the person behind her.
Yeah, she's not going to think about the fact that lady took her stuff. You're right. So that stupid cashier didn't. Well, I'm going back, or I'm never shopping there again.
I'm going to go get them fired.
Yeah. And as you know, I used to be a grocery bagger extraordinaire, which
Yeah.
means that would sully my good work if they came back and said, BJ did not pack and he'd be like, I got news for you. If there were eggs there, they would have been packed.
That could be a make or break for you
Oh,
as
it
far
would've
as
been it.
employee of the month.
Yeah, it would have been done. It would have been over. I mean, I had aspirations. I wanted to be in charge of the checkout area. That wouldn't happen if I can't properly put your eggs and bacon where they belong.
All thanks to Lonnie and her chaotic ways.
Let me show you what I'm going to do on TikTok. I'm a douche, and let me explain why I am a douche.
This would require me going on my TikTok, which I'd prefer not to. But is there anyone that's on her side? You think anyone's just like, yeah, you get her, girl. I'm proud of you.
I find it hard. If there are people on her side, they're all named Karen. I mean, seriously, I find it. How can you be on her side? She's such a Deutsch. I mean, she really just is like so unlikable.
Now imagine like this person's your significant other, and they come home and like, how's your day? And she's like, you won't believe what I had to deal with at the store. And let me tell you how I got back at that person.
Yeah, you know what that person's doing?
Looking for a new boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm done. It's like, God, I see, and you know, you're proving to everybody else why I should leave. This is a good opportunity. Now's my time. Well, you think that woman is a problem. How about there's another woman suing a restaurant because she doesn't like the smell of meat. So she is suing the restaurant. Yeah, Steve's going to tell you about this genius. He'll do that at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Imagine the relief of securing fair compensation for an accident you were in, where the insurance companies aren't dictating what's good enough and your injuries and suffering are truly acknowledged. Whether it's an auto accident, a workplace injury, or slip and fall, Phillips Law Firm has dedicated over 2 decades to ensuring their clients receive the rightful compensation and attention they deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today or visit justiceforyou.com. They don't win, you don't pay. Phillips Law Firm, justice for you.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
This summer, you need clothes that you can wear anywhere. For that, look to American Giant t-shirts, shorts, jeans, and sweatshirts. American Giant makes everything in the USA, so when you buy, you create jobs and improve local communities all across the country. Shop summertime closet staples at american-giant.com and get 20% off your order when you use code WA23 at checkout. That's 20% off at american-giant.com with promo code WA23.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report. And today's your day to make your gingerbread house. We've already made, I think, 5 gingerbread houses in our household.
Wow, 5?
In all fairness, they now have like these little mini gingerbread houses. So you get this box and there's 4 miniature gingerbread houses inside of it. A lot easier with a toddler.
Okay, why do they do that, though? Like, why do they make me have more than one?
Dude, and we also have a paper one. I'm sure we're going to have she wants a Target gingerbread house because Target makes their own version of the gingerbread house.
Oh, they are so smart.
Dude. We have so many Target toys.
Yeah.
They are brilliant. Somehow they have brainwashed all children into thinking it's the greatest store of all time, which I'm not disagreeing. I love Target. But it's insane. Like we have a Target shopping cart. We have a Target toy.
Oh, they're so smart.
Like it's a little cashier, like a little setup where you ring stuff through.
Oh, you got one of those at the house?
Yes, so she can pretend to be a Target employee.
I love the fact that they're grooming the next employees.
Dude, she freaks out when a Target truck drives by. Every time we drive by a Target, she's like, that's my favorite store. And they have a Target gingerbread house.
Wow. She only wants to dress in red?
You're absolutely right. Okay. That's her favorite color.
All righty then.
Also today, it's International Sound Check Day.
Oh, like for audio people, like bands and stuff.
Testing, 1, 2. Testicles, 1, 2.
Check. Checkity, check.
Speaking of testicles, it's Happy National Ding-a-ling Day.
Grabbing my ding-ding.
Now that's the treat, right?
No, for some reason I go online. They say the definition of a ding-a-ling for celebrating National Ding-a-ling Day, it refers to a stupid, foolish, or eccentric person, or someone who is crazy.
Oh,
which I think is
wow.
perfect for all of us on the show.
So that's the old school definition. Back in the 60s, they used to go, you ding-a-ling.
So there's a food called a ding-a-ling?
I
know ring dings. I know dingleberries.
Oh,
I know ding dongs.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm making it up.
I mean, you could be right. There's something for everybody.
It just gives me a reason to go get a no-name cake.
Okay, and if you string a bunch of them together, they're called ding-a-lings.
I like this plan because that's
now.
a lot of no-name cakes.
Yes.
See, that's the kind of holly or what do they call that? The thing you put around. That's
like a wreath.
That's it. Whatever.
A garland.
A garland. That's
yes.
it. That's the garland I want. Because they got the pretty colors for the holidays.
Instead of popcorn, you have ding dongs.
Yeah. Well, no names. Thank you.
I'm sorry. My bad. I hate to disrespect the people at Mod Pizza by calling them ding-dongs.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's not a thing called a ding-a-ling, but there's something called a ting-a-ling, which is chow mein noodles mixed with chocolate, butterscotch chips, sweet almond bar. It's like a bark.
Where is that? That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Chow mein noodles?
Yeah.
I mean,
sounds like
Mod Pizza, though.
Like Nutty Buddies, but instead use chow mein noodles?
Yeah.
Or some sort of mixture, like some wonderful holiday mixture. I love this plan.
Yeah, I'm oddly hungry now.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm hungry all the time.
I like chow mein noodles. I cannot lie.
Speaking of being hungry, this woman in Nashville, well, apparently she picked the wrong place to live right by because she's suing a restaurant right next to her home. Her reason? She feels that the smoke from them cooking the barbecue interferes with the enjoyment of her living situation.
Well, yeah, any restaurant you live near, you're going to smell it.
So here's Jeff. He owns the business. Here he is defending the business.
Well, we smoke about 5 days a week. I just put my foot down. I said, look, that's all we're going to do. I'm through. We can't do anything else. You do what you got to do. It's just a little country store, right here in the middle of East Nashville. And we want people to feel it when they come in that it's a family-run business.
And here's a little tidbit about that. Apparently, that place has been around for over a decade. She moved in 2 years ago.
Yeah, at this point, you got to do your due diligence.
And look, the smell of meat. How can you not beat that?
The smell of meat.
Wake up every day with the sweet scent of barbecue?
Hooah!
Okay.
Love the smell of meat.
I love how he's like, yeah, I'm done apologizing. Like, she's just going to have to deal with it.
I know.
At first, I was like, what are they doing? Because the headline says barbershop servicing bald men gets busted. That's the headline.
I like that headline.
So I'm like, what's going on? Apparently this happened in Italy where there's a local barber and police started getting suspicious because they noticed that a bunch of bald guys were going there to get their hair cut.
Okay,
so wait a second, what's going on?
So this is exactly what I think.
Well, I thought then it was like a front for like a whorehouse.
For Neil and Bob's place.
Right.
Okay.
Apparently, no, it's a front for a drug house.
Oh.
I know, not nearly as exciting, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, the cops show up. They found a bunch of cocaine, some hash, a bunch of other stuff. They even found like the materials that you use to weigh and package the drugs. And yeah, the barber's been arrested.
That is a real disappointment. How about if you're the cop that loves to bust all the, be involved in all that because you have to be like involved in the stings and sometimes you have to like get busy.
And he shaved his head. He's like, I'm going undercover, guys.
Yeah, he thought, today's my lucky day.
And then all they wanted to give me was cocaine. There were no hookers.
There's no hookers? Just Coke? What the hell's wrong with you people? They go together like, peanut butter and chocolate.
Now, you think that's the headline of the day, but no, here's the headline of the day. A man was arrested for sexually molesting a manatee mannequin.
A manatee mannequin?
And there's more to the story. It happened in Florida.
I don't even know what?
I don't know. His name is Anthony. I guess he was arrested on Friday because he got drunk. He was at the restaurant and he started throwing gator nuggets. Now, what are gator nuggets? They're like chicken nuggets, but it's alligator meat.
Nice.
So as then the people started confronting him, like, hey, dude, you need to calm down. He went outside where there's this life-size manatee, which is wearing a T-shirt that says, did someone say tacos? And at that point, according to police, he started doing something to it. They didn't really give us all the details, but it was of a sexual nature. And he's been arrested.
Wow. How bad is it? I mean, this is so bad. You said Anthony, and I think of our radio buddies, Carla Marie and Anthony. I'm going, poor Carla Marie.
Okay, no, great. I'm picturing that. This guy was in great shape, a handsome dude, good guy.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I'm Anthony. And poor Carla Marie goes, leave that alone, Anthony. Don't. Oh, God, again?
And he's like, yeah, someone said tacos. I'm going to give it to. I don't know why Anthony now sounds like that. He doesn't.
Well, I mean,
hey, I'm with Anthony.
Hey, I'm going to go get that thing over there.
Hey, Carla, I'm going to get some tacos. You know what I mean?
Don't do that again. You embarrass me every time in public with the manatee mannequins.
Why do they sound like that all of a sudden?
I don't know. I feel like, that's just, I feel like they always sound like that. They haven't always sounded like that.
I don't know if they're going to sound like that anymore because they're probably going to stop talking to us.
Well, I know. They won't.
Hey, I don't know why they're not talking to us anymore.
I'll tell you why, because my husband's too busy doing mannequins.
All right, let's talk about Monday Night Football. A game, well, 2 games of upsets. Did you see what happened last night?
I did not see what happened last night. Was it involving my Buffalo Bills?
Well, no, the Titans were taking on the Dolphins. The Titans scored 15 unanswered points in the final 4 minutes.
The Titans actually won?
Yes, first time on the road, beating the Dolphins, knocking them out of the top spot in the AFC.
Oh, my God. We have to play them.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. No, I'm not as excited to share the story then. They ended up winning the game 28-27.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Titans are now, 5-8, I think. And then another comeback, the Giants, they're taking on the Green Bay Packers. They're down 22-21 with just like just a little over a minute left in the game. And Tommy DeVito, hey, yo, he said, Brother Anthony. Tommy DeVito. Do you don't even know who Tommy
I don't even know who that is.
He's their quarterback. I don't know this guy.
What teams he play for?
The Giants. He's a rookie.
Tommy.
Because Johns is out. This guy's now led them to their 3rd straight win. He marched them down the field, went 4 for 4 with passes, led them down to enough room to kick the field goal and win the game 24-22.
What is happening?
With no time left in the game.
Everybody's winning but us.
Yeah. Well, man, that's going to change against Philadelphia. I saw some stat that said Philadelphia hasn't beaten the Seahawks in 15 years. We got to keep that going, right? The streak end.
You know
Monday.
what? We got to hold on to something.
The funny part about that game is, do you remember the movie Coming to America?
Oh, yeah,
Eddie
the
Murphy classic.
Yeah. So it's about the Giants game.
Yes. Now, this is going to make you feel old because that movie's 35 years old. Danny, have you seen Coming to America?
35 years old.
I've seen parts of it.
It's such a great film. It's about this prince who's Eddie Murphy. He comes to America. He works at a McDonald's kind of store, and he's just trying to find the love of his life. But there's a scene in the movie now. Everyone's calling this game between the Giants and the Packers the Coming to America prophecy. The reason being, and people put it up on Twitter and it's being shared like crazy, it is kind of funny that the Eddie Murphy character is describing a football game involving the New York Giants and how the game ended.
Sir, I was wondering, did you happen to catch the professional football contest on television last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was most exhilarating. The Giants of New York took on the Packers of Green Bay. And in the end, the Giants triumphed by kicking an oblong ball made of pigskin to a big H. It was a most ripping victory.
Son, I'm just going to tell you this one time.
Yes, sir.
You want to keep working here. Stay off the drugs.
How about that's exactly what happened in the game? It took them 35 years, but they made it happen thanks to Tommy DeVito.
That's awesome. I love that somebody went back and knew and remembered that scene.
I would have never thought to go back. How do you remember these scenes?
See, there are people that just, like me, they watch things over and over again.
And they just quote them, and then
they know.
I mean, that's fair, too, but also they came out with a Coming to America 2 semi-recently.
Yeah.
And so at that point, maybe people went back and watched the original again to watch the new one, and it was like, yes.
I'm willing to bet Eddie Murphy doesn't remember that scene from that movie.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. He's like, wait, I said what?
Yeah.
It is pretty funny, though. It's out there on all social media. People are sharing that scene from the film.
And by the way, that's a good Eddie Murphy movie to watch, not Candy Cane Lane. Thank you.
We've had a few people text us saying that you and I are both wrong, and they enjoyed that movie.
They really did?
Yes. To which I blocked them on our social media pages.
Good call.
I was like, I can't be around that kind
of
ridiculousness.
Well, sometimes I do look in the mirror and go, is there something wrong with me when there is a movie that everybody likes? Or it's the other way around. Remember, we loved Hot Rod.
Still a great film.
And everybody hated us for saying to don't go see Hot Rod. Everybody hated us for that.
I still stand by that movie.
I do too. And you and I don't stand by the same movies usually.
No, and it looks like these are two that are very polarizing to some people.
Yeah.
Hey, as far as weather, we're going to hit a high of 48 degrees. Going to be partly cloudy as well. Thanks to Snoqualmie Casino for giving us the Migs report. And that's what's up.
Wow, that is that Titans game. Oh my God! And the Dolphins really are trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't want to give Buffalo a chance to take that top spot from them.
But now we got to wait till Monday to see if the Seahawks could beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's so frustrating. For years, when the Seahawks weren't anything, before Russell and Marshawn, we didn't get any national attention. And then we were so happy because we started getting Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football. And this year has been great. We've been on national TV a lot, getting our asses kicked.
Dude, right?
And it's like, oh my God, we're going to play Philadelphia? And again, Monday Night Football, and it's a home game, which, they'll always talk about, well, the 12th man is amazing, even though, when we played the 49ers at home, it didn't seem like 12th man did anything. And I feel like, is it going to be the same thing? Jalen is going to just hurt the hell out of us? Is that really what's going to happen?
Did you see, there was a thing on social media where, the Philadelphia Eagles do that Christmas record, and there's they all go and record their own Christmas songs. We played the Travis Kelce one where they do it with his brothers on the Philadelphia Eagles. One of the players covered Dominic the Donkey, and Jalen Hurts is helping him do the donkey sounds.
Of course he is.
And somebody sent me on Instagram a direct message, and I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, this is so great. I'm glad that I'm not the only idiot that thinks the song is great.
Is this a reason for you to play it more now, you think?
Yeah, it's Jalen Hurts, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks, Jalen.
Did you see that Pete Carroll also was doing an interview, and he straight up did call out Jamal Adams for the game, also Julian Love, and I think even Tariq Woolen, I think, too.
Boy,
he's not usually that type of coach.
That is not good when that happens. I wonder if everything's just falling apart.
Well, he even said, I guess, he says, I don't mind mentioning these guys. They know. So, but still, that's not typical of Pete Carroll to be like, hey, these guys did not perform at the level that they should be performing at.
Well, listen,
because they're not executing on what's being told to them to do on defense.
The other two, I kind of feel badly about because at least they haven't been jerks.
Yeah.
But Jamal Adams, I'm like, call him out all you want.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm so done with him. Especially since he gets called out for his play. Not to mention, and thanks to KJ Wright on his podcast. He was an idiot all week. And it's like, you weren't preparing for the game because you were lost in stupidity, acting like an ass on the internet. And, call him out all day long. I do feel bad for Reek, and who was...
I think he mentioned Tariq, but he definitely mentioned Julian Love.
Yeah, and sure, no doubt about it. Could have played better. But, boy, it is interesting because you're like, Pete Carroll doesn't do that.
It's not typical of him,
No, he doesn't do that.
He must be frustrated. Because for him to say that they're not executing what the defensive coordinator is putting out there.
He never does that.
Yeah.
And there was a time last year, I forget who it was, but you remember he just came in and said how the defense stunk.
I think that was Quandre Diggs.
That's right, yeah.
He's usually pretty honest about the team not playing well.
And, so you expect that sometimes from players.
Right.
Like you might see a player in an interview go, look, we stink, we got to be better. And usually that's how Pete lets business get done. He lets sometimes the players say what they want, and sometimes they chastise each other, and that's kind of how he's done it. So this is really weird that he did it.
I want to see Pete Carroll just go full on crazy in the locker. I'm sick of this ass. Jamal, you're cut. Go take your yikes ass elsewhere. Something like, I don't know. And of course, he's not going to do that.
I'll tell you right now.
Could you imagine if they cut him just to send a message? I don't even know how that works because obviously you got to eat that money. But
well, sometimes that happens. I know in baseball they bench players and they go, you know what, dude, you are not playing hard, and then you just can tell. You can tell, that guy's not going to be on the team next year.
Right. It's like, okay, this team doesn't even care that they're losing money.
Yeah.
That's how sick of this they are.
So with football, obviously, you can bench a baseball player, there's 162 games. But with football, oh, man, that's a lot if you go get out or just cut them all together. Because, they're still trying to get to, they'd like to be 10-7. That could get them into the playoffs if they could be 10-7. But, then there's the message to send, do we want this ass on the team? I'm so angry at Jamal Adams. I really am, and it's for his off-field stuff. On-field, hey, look, everybody has a bad day, and
bad days.
Yeah, you're right, but you could definitely tell the off-field stuff has to be affecting the on-field, and it's like this is who you are. This is the level of mental toughness you have. Oy vey, we wasted so much on you, pal.
It was random, but when I wrestled over the weekend at SOS Pro Wrestling, sometimes fans have quite funny signs based on our show. And I came out, the first sign that I see one of the fans has, just giant letters, just says, yikes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, most people maybe in this room have no idea what's going on, but it took everything in my power not to just start cracking up. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
No, that's
just big yellow sign that just says, yikes.
Yikes. Well, yikes. Yesterday, Steve did get this one wrong.
The first condiment made by Heinz was not ketchup, but was what?
Mustard.
No.
Mayo.
No.
Ranch.
No.
I don't think I would have got this one either. Horseradish. Yikes. First Heinz condiment. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. Going to do that at 6:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Do you have boxes of old photos that are fading away? Well, now you can scan and restore those photos with the Epson Fast Photo Scanner, the perfect holiday activity. Fast Photo automatically scans both sides of your photos and even restores the color from faded photos. Just like hearing a great song, rediscovering an old photo can bring back memories that's fun to experience with friends and family. The Epson Fast Photo Scanner. Preserve what's priceless. Learn more. Visit Epson.com/fastphoto. Available at participating retailers and Epson.com.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Once again, we've teamed up with the Washington State Council of Firefighters and Operation Warm to put new coats on kids that need them. This year, we're trying to get 2,500 coats for Coats for Kids.
And $20 puts a brand new coat on a kid in need. So if you do the math, 2,500 coats, that's $50,000, BJ. We're getting there. The Rockaholics are stepping up huge. We are over $10,000 raised, but, we want to make this happen this week, in fact.
Yeah, we
want to be able to have $50,000 raised or as much as possible. And thanks to Rockaholics like Mark Green, donated $50. Donnie Gibson joined the 69 Club, donating $69. Joe White, he joined the 69 Club in epic fashion, donating $269. And also shout out to Chris Lohman and Lisa Schultz, are both donating over $50. But any amount, $5, $500, whatever you got, all of it's going to a great cause.
Yeah, man. And we made it easy for you to give to. Just text KISW Give to 44321. That's how you can donate. Text KISW Give to 44321. Or you can head to KISW.com to donate today, baby.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Craig from Tenino is. Craig, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, Steve, now get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Craig has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
What English singer was found not guilty of copyright infringement of Marvin Gaye's classic Let's Get It On?
Pass.
Hanukkah is celebrated over how many days?
8.
Yes. Which food is made from the skin and bones of animals?
Broth?
No.
Pass.
Melissa McCarthy plays Megan in what 2011 comedy?
Get her to the Greek.
No.
Pass.
The United States purchased Alaska from what country?
Russia.
Yes. Mark Spitz was famous for competing in what sport?
Swimming?
Yes. At the corner of Happy and Healthy was the slogan for what drugstore?
Pass.
What rapper?
Bartels.
No. What rapper hosted Fear Factor after Joe Rogan?
Seth MacFarlane.
No.
Pass.
Sonny the Cuckoo Bird was the mascot for what cereal?
Cocoa Puffs.
Yes. And with that, you get 4 correct. All right.
Well, I mean...
Not great.
Yeah, I don't know, Craig.
Also, did you hear the little clicking?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know what that was, but...
Maybe
Sounds like a turning
That was
signal.
my...
yeah.
It is my turn signal.
Okay. Distracting you, Sarah?
It was kind of, but you are being a safe driver, so I appreciate that, Craig. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I pulled over. I just forgot to turn it off.
Oh, you're one of those.
Oh,
Not that well. Well, you pull over. That's good. We still see you on the side of the road. But I know what you're talking about.
The guy who keeps the signal going. My wife.
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
What is it with because my wife's the same way. She's like, when are you going to turn that signal off? I'm like, when I feel like it. I didn't even know it was still on, to be honest with you.
I would reach over and turn it off for you.
Oh, that's very safe.
Yes, it drives me bonkers.
Yeah, sometimes if you don't have good hearing.
Well, I also have the
noise of
music
the
up.
road.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy.
I do that a lot, unfortunately.
That and windshield wipers.
Oh,
She's like, why are your wipers still on? I'm like, I don't know. Why are you asking me these questions I don't have answers to?
That I don't like, because people do that to me, too. It's like, you're on the passenger side. Shut up. I'll shut them off when I want to.
No, or if they're going too fast and it's just a light drizzle, they don't need to be going that fast.
What does it matter to you?
Because it's causing me motion sickness. They're
Close
going
your
way too
eyes.
fast.
You don't have to worry about driving.
Oh, I hadn't
to
thought,
sleep.
I hadn't thought about the motion sickness. That does suck for people.
Take a Dramamine and leave me alone.
She already took a Dramamine. She needs to take a Dramamine. Oh.
Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
What English singer was found not guilty of copyright infringement of Marvin Gaye's classic Let's Get It On?
George Michael?
No.
Robin Thicke?
No.
Oh, boy.
English singer. Elton John?
No.
sir.
Hanukkah is celebrated over how many days?
11?
No.
12?
No.
8?
Yes.
Nice work.
Which food is made from the skin and bones of animals?
Which food?
Mm-hmm.
Skin and bones of animals. Ay, bacon?
No.
Whoa. Pass. Wow.
Melissa McCarthy plays Megan in what 2011 comedy?
Oh, man. I Love Molly.
No.
Mike and Molly.
I
No.
love Molly.
That was a weird revelation, huh?
The United States purchased Alaska from what country?
Russia.
Yes. Mark Spitz was famous for competing in what sport?
Swimming.
Yes. At the corner of Happy and Healthy was the slogan for what drugstore?
I Love Molly.
No.
Happy and Healthy. It's in the corner for what drugstore? Sesame Street store. I don't know.
No.
Pass.
What? What rapper hosted Fear Factor after Joe Rogan?
Ooh, Exhibit?
No. Ooh, and with that, you get 3 correct, which is a loss 4-3.
I cannot believe Craig won. Craig, congratulations.
Thank you.
That is a huge shock. Thank you for playing, sir. You get me, of course, a wonderful song, and I love that. That's I cannot. Sarah, I would have lost money. I would have lost money thinking Steve. I thought he was going to win that hands down.
Yeah, I thought he was too, actually.
What the hell? Do you have a concussion?
I need to go through concussion protocol.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Was it LL Cool J?
For the rapper?
Yeah.
No, what rapper hosted Fear Factor after Joe Rogan?
Is it Little John?
No, Ludacris.
To be honest, I didn't even know they kept that show going after Joe Rogan was done.
They stopped for a while, and then he hosted it for, I think, about like 2 years on MTV. It wasn't, I don't know, Joe Rogan had like a vibe to it.
Yeah, he totally did.
And it was way more epic back in the day.
Yeah. It was borderline. They were trying to murder these people.
Yes.
And then you have this alpha dude. It's just like, come on, bro, eat the bugs. And jump out of the building. Who cares if you have a seatbelt on?
Yeah, I used to want to go to that show. So bad, yeah.
They used to do like a live version at Universal, and my ex-wife did it. Where she had to like go and she had to put her head in a tank with eels.
Oh, the tank one is always the one that freaked me out when they put like spiders or whatever, cockroaches.
Why would a human being do that for free?
Would you rather do that or would you rather eat something? Because I'd much rather be in like a thing full of any type of creature than eat the creature.
I think you're right, sir. I think I might go for that too.
She had to do both.
It's like those would you rather that I really don't want to answer. You know what I mean? Like there's no correct answer.
$50,000 though?
Oh, for 50 grand, I'll put my head in rats.
I'd rather have the things crawling on me for 50,000, as long as I can have like a thong or something like that. So like,
oh, it's covered.
Yeah,
I think you're wearing more than a thong.
You think a thong is going to stop anything from going where no man has gone before?
Fair.
It will not stop. Let me tell you.
I don't know. I've never worn one. I just kind of wanted to wear a thong, and I figured this was my opportunity.
Okay,
at least some kind of underwear. I just want that area protected.
Yes, I don't think you're naked.
I got news for you.
Even like earbutt plugs too.
If you have underwear on,
I want all my holes protected.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're gonna need to have you're gonna need to have like caps.
Okay,
you're gonna have
I'm okay with that.
You have to cap everything up.
I'll plug everything. Nose,
plug it all up,
ears, belly button.
Okay,
all of it. I don't want anything crawling into anything where they could. Then I would do it.
Okay. Okay, you have standards.
Like, Joe, I have a certain set of rules.
Yeah.
Where's my thong? Does anyone know what English singer was found not guilty of copyright infringement off Marvin's Gaye?
Wasn't that Ed Sheeran?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it was recent, kind of recent.
Was it that picture? Or what was that? What
I
was
think
the
it was
song?
Shape of You.
Shape of You. I'm thinking Pictures of You, but that's Secure.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I know it's Ed Sheeran unless he's Irish. Like, I'm like, is that a trick question? And Ed Sheeran's Irish, and so I'm thinking of the wrong guy. But I'm glad it was. Glad it was.
Which food is made from the skin of bones of animals?
Broth?
No, I believe that's what Craig said. It's sometimes in Starburst, Skittles, Jello.
Gelatin?
Oh, tallow?
Gelatin.
Oh, gelatin.
Yep.
That's why marshmallows aren't vegan.
Yes, because of the gelatin.
Oh, so marshmallows have skin in them too? Dang.
Horse
skin and horse bone.
But they make a point. They're like, it's like less than 2%. I'm like, you couldn't figure this out and not use it at all.
Right?
Isn't it weird though how that in order for it to be amazing? Because I've tried the vegan whatever.
What they call the Dannies.
Yeah, and it's still not the same to me.
There's enough of a difference where you notice. Yeah, you're right.
So you're like 2%.
They're good enough.
2% makes a difference.
Yes.
And then if you try to like make, what am I trying to
S'mores?
Not s'mores or the other thing. Why can't the Snap Crackle Pop treat things?
Rice Krispie treats.
Thank you. Why couldn't I remember the name of Snap Crackle Pop? What's wrong with me?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
But you try making Rice Krispie treats with vegan, marshmallows. Yeah, it is not.
It doesn't
the same.
melt the same way.
No.
Although, like, we did the candy yams, I did them, plant-based style, and those marshmallows, they were okay. They worked fine.
They're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing, but you know what? I am bringing my own marshmallows with your candy yams.
Okay, so we're gonna do half.
Yeah, I mean,
half and half.
I support anybody eating the way they want, but don't take my marshmallows, man. I mean, look, Mr. Ed's got to go. It's just so I can have a marshmallow.
Melissa McCarthy plays Megan in what 2011 comedy? One that I have never seen.
You haven't seen Bridesmaids?
I have not.
Oh, it's the Hangover.
No.
It's the chick hangover movie.
That's what I've heard.
And a lot of people, I don't know why people hate on that movie. First of all, that's where I fell in love with Melissa McCarthy. I thought she was terrific in the movie. And I liked Bridesmaids. It was, I think, a really fun movie. Granted, I'm not a chick, but they still had a lot of cool stuff in it. But people hate on that movie.
I didn't mind. I liked the movie for the most part. There was that one scene where it was just like over the top. I can't remember if it was like poop or
that was
vomit.
Yeah, that was Melissa.
Both.
Yeah.
It was both.
Yeah. And that's why I love Melissa
That scene
McCarthy.
just went on too long. And I'm not even a guy that gets grossed out by stuff, but even I was just like, you know what? I think this part has run its course.
See, to me, I guess because I'm a Monty Python, get me the bucket guy, that and if you don't know that, go check out, I think, the Meaning of Life, and the bucket scene is hysterical. To me, I just, that's when I fell in love with Melissa McCarthy.
Isn't that
I thought
funny?
she's the greatest.
I thought you said sitcom. I don't know why I was thinking of a sitcom, so I couldn't think. I would have. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that made more sense after you were going, I Love Molly and everything. And the drugstore at the corner of Happy and Healthy.
Is that CVS?
No. It's Walgreens.
I would have got there.
Yeah.
Give me 3 guesses.
Steve, you didn't even guess any drugstores.
Well, that's a stupid question because my Walgreens is on the corner of Meridian and 39.
Yeah, but that doesn't flow as well as a slogan.
They tried that first, but the singers just couldn't get it down.
Yeah. They couldn't. Well, congratulations on losing.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
I was
so many
very
wrong.
confused by that question.
Hey, did I play my loser song? I don't think I did.
I don't remember.
Yes, you did.
I feel like
Shut
it's
up,
been
Danny.
so long.
Oh, sorry.
Steve didn't remember.
I try to block that out of my mind.
I don't blame you. All right, if you're having problems at work, relationship issues, or any other random problem where you need advice, we're here for you. Call us, text us now, 206-803-ROCK. It's Help Wanted. We're going to do that. It's 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Imagine the relief of securing fair compensation for an accident you were in, where the insurance companies aren't dictating what's good enough and your injuries and suffering are truly acknowledged. Whether it's an auto accident, a workplace injury, or slip and fall, Phillips Law Firm has dedicated over 2 decades to ensuring their clients receive the rightful compensation and attention they deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today or visit justiceforyou.com. They don't win, you don't pay. Phillips Law Firm, justice for you.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
The new year is all about new beginnings and fresh starts. This year, resolve to treat every inch of your skin to silky, smooth hydration with Osea's best-selling Undaria Algae Body Butter. Luxuriously rich but never greasy, this TikTok-famous body butter is clinically proven to visibly firm skin and provide 72 hours of continuous hydration. Start your year fresh with clean vegan skincare from Osea. Get 10% off your first order site-wide with code GLOW at OseaMalibu.com.
Is your relationship going sideways?
Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker?
Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Help Wanted, man. You've been messaging us for a long, long time in this fine program. You got problems, maybe at work, at home, whatever, relationships, I don't know. And you might go, this is really dumb. I don't even want to. But no, share it with us. We'll try to help you, especially the dumb stuff. We're good at that. Call us, text us, 206-803-ROCK. It's Help Wanted.
This one just came in. It's pretty juicy.
Oh.
Involving spending too much money.
Let's do it.
But for an important cause. So here. My husband's friend unexpectedly passed away last week. His friend's mom made a GoFundMe and the funeral costs. And my husband spent $1,000, made a donation of $1,000.
Okay.
Now, we've both been working overtime to be able to have enough saved up for the holidays, so we didn't just have $1,000 to give away. I feel like he should have just run that by me before sending the money. We could have sent them something, but not $1,000. I haven't brought it up to him because he's a mess from his friend passing away, and I'm not sure if I should or not. What would you guys do?
Yeah, I mean, money is a thing that both people have to discuss. That's a thing in a relationship. And as tough as it is for his friend passing away, which is really sucky, he should have come by. He should have consulted you. I agree 100%.
That's a lot of money.
Even if I hate to say it, look, if you guys, if it's group money, even if it's $50, I mean, or whatever, you decide what's important and what that line is that you shouldn't spend without talking to me. I don't know what that line is, but yeah, $1,000 is definitely, I think, almost everybody's line.
I've been guilty of that, where I've made like an impulsive donation because something bad happened. I saw something happen to either a friend or a family member, and I was just like, it just hit me in a way, and I was like, I just want to help, and that's what GoFundMe seems to be for a lot of people. And I was like, oh, I'll send a couple $100, and I realized as soon as I did, I'm like, I should have probably told my wife that, because then next thing you know, later on that day, it's like, did you send $200 on a GoFundMe? And I'm like, oh yeah, this is why. Granted, $200 is a lot different than $1,000, but it was still like, I should make it a point to take a moment and be like, this money, I'm still going to send the money. I can at least owe it to my wife to be like, hey, I'm going to do this. Is that cool?
Yeah. And I'm going to say this right now, because this actually was one of the points of contention of my marriage that I am still very irritated with. Luckily, it didn't come true, so I suppose I can't be that mad. And it's the subject of life insurance. That's the one insurance that I think, yeah, it's a necessary evil in your life, because you're going to die. And hopefully you'll die at a time where it's not that big of a deal as far as financial, which means you're old and, everybody's life is taken care of at that point. But if, like this person, if you don't have life insurance to help people so that they don't need GoFundMes, I think you're being really selfish. If you have a job, figure it out. If you're the primary breadwinner, you should have life insurance. My wife and I thought about this because I wanted to get life insurance for her. And she goes, why? I go, it's not going to be easy for me to manage my life if you're not in it, because you take care of the children. Just like if I died, it wouldn't be easy for you because you don't work.
Right.
You would need something. You would need something. I will need something too, and we can afford to do it. It's like, I really think it's a worthwhile. And she's always, well, you throw that money away. I go, no, I know that, but that's the whole point. If something really bad happens, like this poor dude, you at least don't have the financial also weighing on the grief that's already there in your life.
I'm throwing money away to dumber stuff like Hulu or something like that. It just seems a little bit more important.
Yeah,
the watch my shows on Hulu.
The wife would never acquiesce on this, and was like, okay, I'm done arguing with this. But I really thought, I can't believe that you don't understand. I'm protecting you so that you don't have to go through hardship. Why don't you think it would be a hardship for me if you weren't in my life and I had to take care of these two young kids? Why don't you think that, as well as have my job? Why don't you think that's a thing? And so I'm a big believer in, you should have life insurance if you have a job and you have people that you're responsible for. Get some kind of life insurance to at least pay for your burial, at least.
It breaks my heart when you see someone saying, I need a GoFundMe going just to handle those funeral costs. And you're like, oh man,
yeah,
that's the worst.
It really, really is. So, and I'm 100% behind the texter. Look, nothing breaks up marriages or relationships even more when you guys don't do money the right way.
Finance and children, I've always heard, is like the two toughest things.
Hey, you have a finance and a children situation. Wow. Look at you, but you're still killing it. I was
told this before, like when we were first getting married. I was like, you sit down with the pastor from our church.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like, these are the two biggest issues. Just go into it knowing that, and, learn how to handle those situations, have those conversations, because that's what breaks up most marriages is finance and children.
I have to say, I'm not a religious guy, but sitting down with the Catholic dude, they had the pre-Cana, was so enlightening. I learned so much, and I was like, you know what? I don't really want to get married in this church, but because they gave you a lot of practical stuff. It wasn't about so much God. It was like, here's what marriage is. If you want it to work, here's what's going on.
Yeah, for me, it was like, really, pastor or not, just smart older guy who's been married for a long time who can articulate the problems that some people in marriages will have.
Yeah, mine was different because I'm like, why is a priest telling me about marriage? He has never been married.
That's a little bit different.
Yes. I thought, what are you but he had good advice, but I still thought, I feel like you're not the guy to talk to. Don't we have a stand-in or somebody who at least knows how to,
You guys got a deaf person that's going to tell me how to write a song? What's going on here?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, with your track record, Father McPhilia, I don't think I want you to tell me anything about relationships. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, so do we help?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
But, okay. Here's the question then. When does I do think she needs to talk to the guy and say, hey, we can't be spending that kind of money without at least having a conversation. But when do you do it? Because obviously he's grieving. Do you wait?
Here's the thing. If you can't get the money back now, then wait.
How do you ask for that money back? I mean,
if there's no way to get the money back, then wait for the conversation. If you think there is a way to get the money back, then have that conversation as soon as possible.
How do you tactfully say, hey, I donated too much money to your GoFundMe. Can I get 500 of it at least back?
Yeah, it is.
I meant to, you can lie and be like, I meant to donate 100 and I hit an extra 0. I'm so sorry.
There you go. I believe, first off, yes, it's such an awkward position. A great lesson for the guy to learn. I mean, you know what? What did you do in life? When you made a mistake, especially with finances, my parents always said, you're paying for this. If I broke something that really was expensive, you're going to pay for this. And I feel like if she's really like, I know the guy's grieving, but if that really is a lot of money, that is very irresponsible. I want to help people, but I can't give away money that I need for myself. I just can't do that, especially when I have other people in my family. I want to help, but I can only help. I should be responsible with my help.
So what would you do? Obviously, I was a little bit off the rails for a second, but like, what would you do? You accidentally donated too much money to a GoFundMe, and it's for funeral costs. Because I think it would be easy if like someone's like, I need GoFundMe to go buy a new car, and I accidentally donated 1,000. Like, dude, I screwed up. I meant to donate 100. I think they could understand. I'd be like, oh, bummer. I thought you were really generous, but okay, cool. But with this one, that's a tough one. Like,
does GoFundMe have a customer service department so you can just not even have to go to your buddy?
But they're still going to see that notification that, now all of a sudden it went from 1,000 to 100.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe they won't ask me about it. If I can do it without actually having to have a direct confrontation with the person, I'll do that and then hope that they never ask me about it.
I feel like GoFundMe should have like are you 100% sure you're about to donate this kind of money button?
Right. I want a backup like a return policy like Amazon. Can't I just print something out and mail it to you people and you'll give me my money back? Can't I just do that?
Or you hit up the person and be like, hey, when you get that money from the GoFundMe, can you Venmo me $900? I gave you too much.
That actually is probably the easiest way to do it.
And the most awkward way.
Yeah. And I mean, I like your thing, Steve, where you said I hit too many zeros. Yeah. That's probably the best way to put it. Like, look, money was tight. I wanted to give you guys something, wanted to give you 100, and I accidentally hit 1,000. Oh, and I think he should have to do that if, in fact, his wife is right and that he really should have consulted her and they cannot sacrifice that dough.
Yeah, we're not encouraging you to lie, but I feel like a liar in this situation might be your best.
Oh, definitely. That extra 0 is the best story ever.
Right. And honestly, if I was on the flip side, like I'm grieving and like, dealing with whatever I'm dealing with, and my buddy's like, dude, I just donated way too much. It would almost be like a moment of levity.
Who did I lose? I lost my significant other?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be a jerk to you.
Oh, you're going to say, no, man, I'm keeping that money?
Oh, I am going to guilt you so bad because I know me, especially when I'm not in a great way. Really, Steve?
Oh, great.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, what are you going to do? Go to Target, buy your kid another toy? You can't help me out. I lost my blank.
Well, Target has a good return policy, though.
Yeah, they surely do. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I would
guilt me some slack.
I probably would guilt the hell out of you.
You're still getting $100.
I know. The funny thing is,
it's more than most of the people. I'm looking at the donations. Most people are getting $30, $25. I gave $100.
Here's the sad thing. This conversation you and I are having would be an IRL conversation. Yeah. If, in fact, you wanted to help me out and you would have done that, I would be yelling at you going, you gave me 1,000, Steve. It's 1,000.
I go back to my wife. She's like, did you get it all resolved? I'm like, no. But you were just talking. I'm like, I just gave up. I said, screw it. Keep the money.
Yeah. See, that's what I know about you. Woo! As long as it's not Pearl Jam's 10, I will win that argument. You will back down.
I like this one. Just start up your own GoFundMe to pay for your GoFundMe donation. Boom. Problem solved.
That is a great idea. Oh, yeah. My wife hates me because I actually gave too much money for GoFundMe.
I'll be honest. I would probably donate $20 to that. If I saw one of my buddies put up on like a Facebook, like, hey, I can't get into the details, but I accidentally donated too much money and now I'm in the doghouse.
Yeah, you donate $20 and then you call me back and go, I meant to do $2 and I hit an extra zero.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you do. And then you'd be like, want your money back.
All right, we got a lighthearted one.
All right, here we go. That wasn't lighthearted? Okay.
I figured that one's a pretty heavy one. So
it's not like anybody died.
This one just...
Wow. It was to wife. Nobody she knew died.
BJ, somebody literally died in that situation.
I know, but I mean, the wife didn't have anybody die, so she's good. She's the one that contacted.
All right, this one's gonna. I think this is gonna push your buttons.
Okay. Oh, great.
I hate every show my wife wants to watch. I don't know what to do anymore. She has the worst taste in television, and I'm tired of watching bad TV. Every show she wants to watch is just plain bad. Bad Rotten Tomato reviews, and they're just not funny or interesting. I feel like I'm going crazy with all this bad TV. What do I do?
Here's what you do.
watch professional wrestling, the only good form of entertainment.
Your wife is the same. Oh, no, your wife just falls asleep.
Yeah, she doesn't watch it.
Your wife has this great ability to be able to sleep on the couch or sleep on her husband, which she finds probably great. And you get to watch all that stuff.
Although yesterday, the only way I could describe it, it was like, imagine waking up in the middle of a surgery. That was her last night because she woke up and there was wrestling on the TV and she looked so confused. And she had that look like it's like someone's like performing surgery on her. Like, what's going on?
Does she not know who she's married to, though? I mean, seriously. It's like, I think that's the only time I wouldn't be confused is if I woke up and I go, oh, it's Steve and there's wrestling. Okay.
I thought we were watching the Great Christmas Light show.
Oh.
Why are there oiled up men on this show?
Oh, that's yeah. So you tried to sneak it in there.
That didn't sound right out of context.
No, okay. Well, I don't mean that. Jesus. You tried to sneak wrestling in there when she fell asleep.
All the time.
That's probably, you know what? That's probably even more abusive than the other thing we talked about.
But I try and find that sweet spot. I'm like, okay, she's been out for a second. Let me give it a couple more minutes.
Boy, this really sounds bad if you just tuned in.
I'll sit through the commercials. She'll probably be fully out. I won't even fast forward through the commercials.
So you might be the only guy that roofies your wife so you can watch wrestling.
Don't roofie my wife.
We don't know this. I now want to see what you serve her as a beverage.
I just let her fall asleep.
Okay, Bill Cosby.
Not like that.
No, but for wrestling, I think you might.
All right, we're not helping this person.
No, we really are. What's the question?
Their wife has the worst taste in TV, and he's sick of watching bad television.
Oh, right, yes.
What does he do?
Okay.
You're the TV guy.
You're going to hate me for this.
Well, okay.
But here's what you need to do. You need to find another quality time activity to do with your wife so that you can then tell her you're no longer watching TV with her anymore. That'll be things you guys do separately.
Wait, so you go to another room?
Yeah. I mean, get another. Dude, you know me. I got a skillion TVs in my house. I love it. It's like, if she wants to put on the Real Housewives of Aholia, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I'm not watching this stupidity.
But what if that's like the one thing you could do at the end of the day? The kid goes to sleep. All of a sudden,
normally
you've been working all day.
Stuff. I mean, how bad is her choice? Because, Steve, even you and I will watch stuff that go, we would never watch it, but it's still a quality show. Like, I make fun of Grey's Anatomy, but at least in its first 40 years, it was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
after season 47, it really went downhill.
Yeah, so, I mean, there are shows that I will watch that I'll be like, you know what, that's a good show. I mean, it's not my kind of genre, but it's at least well done.
Right.
But if she's picking crap, like where Rotten Tomatoes is just like, please don't do this, that's hard. I don't want to watch stuff like that myself. But you got to find something else to do with her so that you can spend some really cool time together. So that really is the most practical thing I can think of. Find something else quality-wise that you two can do together so you can finally say to her, we are no longer watching TV shows together. Because it sucks. I love my TV. I don't want to waste it.
Someone said, I put up with my wife's bad taste in television because it makes her happy, and she deals with 2 kids all day. The least I can do is let her relax with her stuff most of the time. I'll just play on my phone and find something about the show that she's watching to engage in. It's called Marriage. Suck it up.
Wow. I appreciate the sentiment. If you can do that, like for me, television watching, as you know, Steve, and movie watching is one of my favorite things to do in life. It's just like some people, whatever they love.
You get fired up.
So I do not want to waste my time watching bad shows. But in this guy's instance, he probably doesn't care. And he's right. If you don't care and you can find something else to do, thank God for phones, right? I mean, seriously, you have your own screen to do whatever you want.
And also thank God for wireless headphones.
Oh, yes.
I keep one headphone now in my pocket. Just in case.
And so you're a teenager at the mall.
Do you put it in? Do you put it in the ear she can't see?
Oh, you know it. Left
there we
ear.
go.
Left ear, baby.
So it looks like she looks over. Hi, honey. How you doing?
Yeah,
I'm 100% with you here.
I'm with you. I'm watching. I'm just playing on my phone. I'm watching like a full-on show.
Oh, that's pretty genius, actually.
I did it once. It was all fairness, it was a live event for WWE. It was one of their pay-per-views, a premium live event.
Oh, really? Was it a wrestling event?
It was, and I didn't want to miss it because sometimes you don't want to miss what could potentially be an exciting moment. And it's story time with Tatum, and of course I got that headphone in.
Oh, it's story time with you kidding. You are father of the year.
Rare that I do that.
Is it rare?
I pick and choose.
I feel like it's not as rare as you want us to believe.
I mean, like once a month.
Yeah, I feel like once a month to you somehow might be like, if I do it in a month, that's once in that month, even though there's a lot of onces in the month.
And sometimes I'm like, why is the left earbud always dying power-wise, but the right earbud's just fine?
Yeah.
That's why.
Daddy, why are you sitting on a different side? Shut up, kid. My left earbud just went out.
It's always in my pajama pants pocket.
Okay. Look at you. What do you think? This is like some sort of Earbuds Anonymous? You're just getting up and standing up?
Watch the Kraken game that way?
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, once a month, Danny, he does this.
Yeah. We're doing story time.
Story time happens a lot.
Yeah, once a month. Okay. Look.
Story time does only once a month story time?
No, but I only dip into that well once a month.
Okay, I would like to go over here I'm going to go over here to an impartial source, who mostly time is a partial source. Do you believe it's only once a month, Danny?
Not really.
There you go.
What the hell is going on here?
Even your cohort,
earbud
even your sidekick in crime can't buy that one. No. He's on the stand. He cannot testify illegally.
Only because I know I do the same thing with Lily. So.
Well, you know what? You guys are fathers of the year.
Sometimes it's an important thing.
I never did that with my children.
All right, okay, sometimes if the Seahawks are playing at night.
I never did that with my children because the technology wasn't invented yet.
Man, those wireless earbuds are amazing.
They really are. We got a woman that just shared a crazy story about how she was offered $200,000 for her dog. Okay, sign me up. I got a dog in California. You get $200. You'll hear from her at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you could get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
If you're updating your closet for summer, you need dependable clothes that you can wear anywhere, whatever you're doing. And for that, you can look to American Giant. American Giant makes clothing of exceptional quality for people who want something more than the status quo offers. Whether you need to re-up on reliable everyday t-shirts, pick up a solid pair of shorts, or invest in a pair of durable jeans, American Giant is a better choice. They make everything right here in the USA, from start to finish. So when you buy from American Giant, you become part of creating jobs and improving local communities in towns and cities all across the country. And keeping things local ensures the kind of quality you'll feel and appreciate for years to come. Shop your new summertime closet staples at American-Giant.com and get 20% off your order when you use code WA23 at checkout. That's 20% off at American-Giant.com with promo code WA23.
Imagine the relief of securing fair compensation for an accident you were in, where the insurance companies aren't dictating what's good enough and your injuries and suffering are truly acknowledged. Whether it's an auto accident, a workplace injury, or slip and fall, Phillips Law Firm has dedicated over 2 decades to ensuring their clients receive the rightful compensation and attention they deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today or visit justiceforyou.com. If they don't win, you don't pay. Phillips Law Firm, justice for you.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention LOVE20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I'm going to tell you this right now. This might be a first. Because number one, I don't know anything about TikTok. But apparently,
you're not missing much.
Most people on TikTok agree with my position that I'm going to have on this next story.
Okay.
Because there's a woman on TikTok, she's viral, because she claims that someone offered her $200,000 for her dog. And you can see the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. Alexa's telling us all about it.
Someone offered us $200K for our puppy, and I told my husband absolutely not because I birthed her. Would you guys sell your dogs for $200K? Like, that is my baby. That is my baby. I birthed her. That is my child.
Shut up.
Like, there's no money. I would not sell her. But it just got me thinking. I'm like, I wonder if people would have taken that $200K.
Hell yeah. Shut up. First of all, nobody's offering you $200,000 for a dog.
Oh, you think this is just for TikTok views?
I mean, come on.
You're probably right.
What kind of fancy ass, like, mixed breed concoction is going to cost somebody $200,000?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like what purebred amazing. You're going to go on the dog show after the Thanksgiving parade. It's the only reason you'd pay that kind of money. And secondly, if I'm that guy,
I'd sell her for $200,000 and the dog.
Okay, well, there you go. That wasn't where I was going to go, but yes, I'm Danny, would you look up and see if we can sell humans? I don't think we can, but maybe they changed that law since
I'm sure she'd be fine with it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But I take that dog, and she never sees me or that dog again because I'm going to take that $200,000 and go. I'll go find a more practical partner to be with. You sell that dog, and by the way, this is why you're right, Steve, because she does the I was pregnant, does a little pregnant pantomime. I birthed it.
Stop. Just stop. Get off of TikTok. Stop. Why do we have to watch this? Why do we even have to hear her?
Yeah, and it's not, I don't think it's accidental that she's actually an attractive woman just trying to get views. I just think the whole thing is trying to get views.
6,000 comments.
Yeah.
There's 35,000 likes on this video. I mean, I'm sure even more views on it as well. And she put the hashtag Doberman Pinscher, which that dog is not.
Yeah.
I don't know how much a Doberman Pinscher costs if you were going through some breeder or something along those lines, but I'd imagine nobody's going to give you $200,000 for your dog unless it comes with you.
I think I could find a Doberman Pinscher pup for under that.
That being said,
yes,
somebody said to me, $200,000
for DJ Strawberry.
Early in the having her, yeah, why not? Right,
but now you still wouldn't do it,
no,
dude.
Wouldn't do it now,
dude. You're going to have to. Your child is going to have to deal with loss
and disappointment. So I should probably just do it.
Yeah, so it's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway. DJ Strawberry is not going to outlive your child.
I know.
So whether she deals with the loss of it now or the loss of it later, there's only one difference. $200,000.
I know you're not wrong.
So take the money.
But it's like I couldn't. I don't want to sound like.
Do you want me to come in?
I don't want to sound like this one. Be like, I couldn't sell my child for that amount because obviously my dog is. Not
I would
my
sell
child.
my children for that amount. Where are you, Joey?
Joey's not going to get $200,000. We could probably get $50,000 for him.
Yeah, you're right. All right. You know what? I still take it though.
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, $50,000 for Joey. That's not a bad deal.
I heard there's a woman in North Carolina that might pay that. No,
dude, I'll tell you right now, Joey D's. If your girlfriend pays me $50,000, I give you my blessing. Yeah, I'll do that right now. That's all it takes. Oh, geez. Actually, probably would have done it for $25,000, Daniel.
Why would this woman think that saying somebody offered me $200,000 for my dog? Why would anyone believe her?
Here's the thing. Do we believe anything anymore with all the scripted television and all the social media? I mean, like the average American, do you realize basically everybody's lying to you just so you'll watch them? And are you okay with that? Because I don't believe she's legit at all.
No, I mean, if she said, hey, somebody offered me $5,000, or I don't know what the going rate is for a Doberman Pinscher. Let's just say it's $2,000.
It's probably actually even more than Joey D's.
Okay, so then, $1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just say it's $2,000 and it's a hard dog to get. So, like, maybe right now it's hard to find one. And somebody said they offered me $3,000-4,000. I would believe that.
Yeah.
But not $200,000.
$200,000. That's like doggy indecent proposal.
Right, unless it comes with like a house. Like, what the hell are you off $200,000?
See, I could see like a rich
this
dude.
lady's insane.
Like what indecent proposal. I could see like where it's like, I just have the money to burn just to make you make a tough decision in your life. That's the only way I could see somebody doing that. It would be one of those mustachioed guys, just,
And there's her dog, the Doberman Pinscher, right there.
Oh, I hate this woman so much.
She's a Dober mom.
What is on it? What's on the dog's head?
I think they might have clipped the ears, and that might be.
I thought, okay, if this is some sort of birthday party thing. Oh, okay, so they.
Yeah, that's my guess. Oh no, they're taped so they could stand straighter. So nothing was done to them other than turning it to the stand straight, which is she should wear that.
Yeah, the dog loves that. That's great. So basically, torture the dog, making its ears stand straight for looks on your part. Dober mom life. I do not like this person so much. Gosh, I do not like this person so much.
You know what? I think she's just doing a lot of these. I'm looking on like, is she like, a comedian? Is this like a prank? Or
yeah,
it looks like she's like the type of person that just comes up with unbelievable scenarios on her TikTok because she says, "Oh, somebody just offered me $500 for my inhaler."
Okay, you're right. This is a total. This is scam.
I'm on to you, lady.
Okay, I don't hate her anymore. She's just trying to make a living being funny.
Is she trying to be funny, or is she just trying to get engagement?
Well, I can't argue with the engagement anymore. It's so powerful. You hear movie actors say that social engagement is what gets them gigs, not necessarily whether or not they can act. Mm-hmm. I think it sucks. I can't believe that's what we're doing now. It's, just like your credit score determines things that it shouldn't determine. Like,
right.
It shouldn't have anything to do with that, but it does. And so now if you have engagement, you're somebody special, even though really you're not.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what's the end result, and then I saw she had like one of those Linktree links on her
I don't
bio.
know what the hell does that mean?
It sends you to a page that has like your Facebook link, your Instagram link. But typically when I see an attractive girl that has a Linktree, it also is going to send you to their OnlyFans link. So of course I had to click on it to see.
And does she have an OnlyFans?
No, she just has a YouTube page and then a wish list on Amazon.
See, here's what I like. Oh, and the wish list?
Yeah. And also a tips link.
Okay. This is what irritates me. I have to tell you, this is what irritates me.
Buy me gifts.
Yeah, I mean, I know that we're not trading sex, but this whole tips and wish list crap is so prostitutional to me.
Is it?
It's so prostitutional. Like
minus the sex part.
Exactly, but it's the same thing in my brain. For some reason, society says it is bad if I buy something from your wish list or if I give you a gift card and have sex with you, because that's still considered prostitution. But it's okay to whore yourself out in any other way, which to me, I'm sorry, it's all prostitution, and which I don't have a problem with. But don't sit there and say you can't do this and look down on this, when in reality, all of this tip stuff and all this wish list stuff to me is so prostitution.
I think it's hilarious because it's just like, hey, I really want this dress, and if you buy it for me, I'll take a picture of me wearing this dress, and that's my gift to you for paying $400 for this dress. I want to do that with Kraken jerseys. Like, hey, buy me the Winter Classic jersey. I'll send you a picture of me wearing it. That will be the transaction.
See, dude, that'd
be amazing.
That's what sucks. We have the right mindset, but not the right body to be able to get into that business.
I'll even let you see pictures of my feet while I'm wearing that Kraken jersey.
Oh, you didn't say that. Okay, I'm in. I didn't know the feet were involved. Now you got me. You had me at feet, buddy.
I finally figured out remember I was telling you how my wife is like, I had a vibe that she was thinking about getting me a Christmas gift, a Kraken jersey.
I know.
Because she was asking me who's the most popular player on the Kraken.
This whole sleuthing Nancy Drew or her trying to be a covert operator, to me, is the most bungling Christmas operation I've heard of. But I love this. So now where we're at. Where are we at now?
She finally just outed herself. She's like, look. Because she even asked, it's like, she heard Manny Beniers as I'm watching the game. She's like, is that the most popular player? I'm like, yeah, I like him. For the fourth time, yes, I do, babe. I'm just like, look, I was thinking about getting you his jersey, but it sold out. And I don't know what size you are. I went into the closet where your Kraken jerseys are, and they're all size medium, but these are numbers, and I don't understand what the numbers mean.
That's
I'm like,
so great.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you guys said something, because the numbers are the more like the more expensive version of the jersey. I was like, yeah, I'm like, I knew you were doing this. She's like, well, how'd you know? I'm like, you've asked me so many times that I can't even remember if Maddie Beniers is my favorite player, if that's the most popular player. I was like, I'm on to you.
Honey, you know how I knew I was on to you? You showed interest in something you never show interest in.
Like, you now know a name of a player.
Yeah.
That's the only player that you know by name now.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, it is the worst covert operation ever. But then you were also the worst, like, pretender that you didn't know anything was going on.
Well, what am I supposed to be like? I'm on to you, woman.
The both of you were trying to pull something off that just couldn't be done, to the point where, and I love it. I love the fact she's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
She's
like, how about we just go to the store and you pick the jersey out?
Which I give her a lot of credit, because these jerseys are difficult to figure out which one you're supposed to buy.
Well, she's like, they're sold out. So she was stressing that they're sold out because they're limited edition. I'm like, oh, no. They're going to print more. They're not going to waste any opportunity to make money off of us Kraken fans that want to buy all the jerseys. So I was like, let's just wait till after the Winter Classic when they maybe go down in price, and then we can get it.
Here's what you need to tell her to do, though. You should say, look, I have a telephone number for you to call. His name is Danny V.
That's the exact same thing that Danny said when I told him the story during the commercial break.
Yeah, did you just have her call Danny, and Danny will be your inside man?
Well, we're friends on Instagram. I was like, why didn't she just shoot me a message and ask me? Because I know Steve's size, I know his preferences, I know what's just favorite player is.
You're his hockey buddy.
Yeah.
There's no way. If I need to know anything about Steve hockey-wise, I'll go to Danny.
Fully dialed in.
And vice versa. I'll do the same with you. I'll be like, okay, Steve, look, I was thinking of getting Danny a hockey thing.
All right, okay, this is what you should get. This
Yeah.
is the size that he likes if you're getting the authentic. This is the size that he likes if you're getting the fanatics.
You guys are hockey spouses. You really are.
100%.
No doubt, especially when it comes to buying things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, besides my wife, he's the only dude I'm going to hockey games with. It's always like, hey, you want to go meet up an hour before and see if we can get some cheap tickets?
I love this. This was just last week we heard about this covert operation. It didn't last a week.
No.
And you were trying to be like, I'm not sure that's what it is. And we're like, it is totally that's what it is.
I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I knew. It's like, you know what? I sniffed out this operation very quickly.
But I'm glad she said it, because I was worried that she was going to get the wrong size.
I know. That's why you were about to bust yourself in this. You were about to expose yourself for this operation and maybe ruin your chance of getting anything.
Oh, the other day when she mentioned Maddie Beniers again, I was almost about to say, funny story about jerseys and sizes. I was going to come up with some kind of way to be able to be not so subtly tell her that I don't wear this size, but I wear this size.
Yeah, and I told you how to do that, but you didn't like my plan.
I forgot what
you were supposed to complain.
Yes.
You were supposed to complain.
Yes.
I am so tired of how they missize jerseys.
But she knows me. I don't complain about that kind of stuff. That would have been a
You
giveaway.
also know that she never asked you anything about hockey, but you're willing to look the other way on that. Yeah. She would have looked the other way. She would have not busted you. She would have said, okay, good.
Right.
He's not on to me.
This whole Christmas thing is so dumb. We're both playing games with each other. Why don't we just say, hey, I want this, you buy this. Ho, ho, ho.
Because it's the magic of Christmas. And that is, of course, magic deception of Christmas.
And the beauty of it all is we're just going to go shopping after Christmas so we can see if we can get it on a discount. So I'm not even getting it for Christmas. That was my choice. Like, why don't you just wait? I don't need it.
You guys are the best Christmas celebrators. You really
well,
are.
you know, when you have a kid whose birthday is in December and anniversary is in December and then Christmas is in December.
I am surprised
money's very tight, BJ.
I'm surprised that your kid's allowing you two to get anything for yourselves.
Well, we really aren't. We both agreed to just one small gift
Is
each.
she side-eyeing you going, wait, well, I see a present for Daddy under the tree. What is that about?
That doesn't say my name, Dad.
You need to change. Mom, if you don't get that out of my sight right now and put a box with my name on it.
Exactly. It's already in the trash.
A well-known comic and actor was being interviewed by Kelly Clarkson and was disgusted by one of her questions. What did she ask? Oh, you're going to hear the audio at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You know, I keep forgetting that Kenan Thompson is actually an older dude. I don't know. How old is he? He just always looks the same age to me.
He has not aged in forever.
And, of course, I think he's the longest running member of SNL now.
I believe you're right. Was it Kenan and Cal?
Yeah, Kenan and Kel way back in the day. Good
Cal,
burger.
not Cal, right?
Kel.
Yeah.
Cal.
Yeah, Kel.
Weren't they on didn't they finally get together for the first time for like the Macy's Thanksgiving parade or something ridiculous?
Did they do a Good Burger reunion?
Yeah, no, they're doing they did a good burger too.
Yeah.
It just came out recently.
Yeah, that's what I remember. But I don't know if I saw. Maybe they were on. I watched Macy's, but I don't remember them on Macy's.
I bet you they were to promote it.
I thought they were on a float. And it was like,
you might be right. That may be where they were, and I might have missed that.
He's 45, by the way.
He's 45. Oh, so actually he's younger than I thought, but he's still he's
that
a middle-aged dude, though.
Great. 1 second you're like, oh, he looks so great for his age. You're like, oh, he's a lot.
No, I don't know why I thought he was like closer to my age. Oh, no, of course he's not close to my age because he and Kel were popular when my kids were kids.
Yeah, they were like the teenagers when we were like in elementary school. Because I used to watch Kenan and Kel all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a little after me. I knew of them, but I didn't watch their stuff. And I really only know Kenan from Saturday Night Live.
Well, and it's funny because like he got his. Well, I mean, I don't want to say he got his start, but I'm pretty sure he got his start like on all the kiddie movies. Like he was in Mighty Ducks 2 and whatnot. But then he did all that, and all that was basically the kid version of SNL.
He had the knuckle puck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's the float on the Good Burger float.
And just for trivia's sake, I thought Kel was going to be the more successful.
Oh, agreed.
Because and I remember him in the movie Mystery Men, and he played the kid that couldn't turn invisible unless you weren't looking at him, which was, Mystery Men is such a great movie, especially if you are done with superhero movies. It was just way ahead of its time. It should have been released a lot later after we had more superhero movies in the thing, because it makes fun of superhero movies, and it's fantastic. It's called Mystery Men if you haven't seen it, and Kel is in it. And when I saw that, because this movie's over 20 years old, I thought, okay, Kel's going to be a star. I mean, this is his movie. It's going to happen. And like we all seen, Kenan's actually been a lot more popular. I don't know what Kel's been doing.
He disappeared for a while. Not disappeared, but like he just was out of the limelight for a really long time. And then I want to say like around 2010 when they were like revamping Teen Nick, he came back and hosted a few things. Then he's kind of been back into it now. But for some reason, he just was out of the limelight for a long time.
And I was reading, I thought I read this. It was an article about how like the two of them like just stopped being friends, but it wasn't like any like massive thing happened. It was just like, they kind of went off to do their own thing as individuals. And then over time, they just haven't talked in years. So when they finally did talk, they're like, it just took a 5-minute call. And they're like, I don't know why we just stopped talking to each other. We just did.
Nice.
Yeah, that's...
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about Good Burger 2, so I don't know how good it was or not.
Check it out.
I honestly haven't seen Good Burger.
Why... I did back in the day, but I think it was the kids or something, so I can't remember much about it.
I know of it. I don't know anything else.
What's it get on the tomato meter? Good Burger 1.
It's crushing it, BJ, with 33%.
Oh boy!
I mean, that was back when we were. Yeah, that was. I feel like if it's anything, it's nostalgia for us. Good Burger 2 is at 67% audience score.
The audience for Good Burger 1 was 63%.
So that's on par.
Yeah.
Audience is like, for the most part, we dig it.
Yeah. The tomato meter was 59% for Good Burger 2.
So 2 actually raised the bar.
Yeah.
Well, I think they grew up. They probably got a little bit smarter with their writing.
Yeah. Well, the reason we're talking about this is that Kenan was recently on the Kelly Clarkson show, and he's got a new advice book called When I Was Your Age, so that's why he's making the rounds. I bet that would be a fun read. And during the interview, Kelly Clarkson asked Kenan Thompson this interesting question that seemed to have Kenan go, oh, wait, what? What?
Do you pee in the shower? These are real hard questions. No?
I would lie if I said I had never done it. But I
pee almost every time in the shower.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you're open enough to say that. Yeah.
Not every time, but like if I gotta go.
Yeah. And I'm not against it.
Going down the drain.
I've never done it.
You know
but
what?
like when I do it, I always feel so ashamed.
You what I feel? I feel productive.
I like how she just keeps going. He's just like, yeah, okay, cool, Kelly. I don't really want to picture you being in the shower.
I have to say, I haven't seen Kelly's show in a while because I really thought, but she was new, and I really thought, God, she's just not good at this. But I mean, that so far of what I saw in that was actually a pretty good, like going back and forth and her doing what she's doing. She's definitely improved.
Oh, dude, I'm not. I liked some of her earlier stuff. Like, I'm not a big Kelly Clarkson fan, obviously, but like, I remember, I think it was her and her husband. They did some stuff together, like a reality show, and it was super entertaining. Like, she's a fun personality.
Yeah. So I'm happy to hear.
I've never watched a single episode of the Kelly Clarkson show.
I'm happy to hear that she's got her chops in. I haven't either, but that was pretty funny. I give her credit. And also, look, I mean, I'm not one to comment on someone's appearance, but I thought it was a scam because you see those Facebook messages where everybody goes, it's so obvious that with like these diet pills are superimposed on our hands.
Yes.
But I thought, and then now they're shrinking people because they try to make it look like something came on my feed. Kelly Clarkson says this is the greatest thing. This is how she lost all her weight. And I go, I don't think Kelly Clarkson has lost any weight. What are you doing? But I guess she has.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen her in a while, I guess. I thought last time I saw her, she looked the same as she always did. And I thought, are they just now like editing people down to make you think they're losing weight? But no, Kelly looks like Kelly's on there. She's doing the Oprah route. Where she's just doing, it's like, who knows what she's going to do, but she's just going to do it.
I have no idea what the hell's happening.
Oprah always
she fluctuated in size.
Yeah, she always had different body sizes. And
for me, Kelly Clarkson will always be, I don't know if you remember this, Danny. I'm not sure if you ever watched really much of the Video Music Awards. Do you remember the Since You've Been Gone performance where it's raining on her? During the Video Music Awards.
How is that a good thing to watch?
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. This is I just want to live in a situation where Kelly Clarkson's in front of me while rain is pouring on her.
That was very descriptive, sir.
It's so amazing.
Is it really? I have to see that performance.
Oh,
I mean, just for
research purposes, right? It was the 2005 Video Music Awards, dude.
Oh my God! Oh, that's Kelly right there.
Yeah, this is like her, like right after American Idol.
Oh,
and like, she's performing that song. Which
that's
was
almost 20 years ago.
I know. We don't talk about that.
Okay, yeah.
But then at some point during the performance, it just starts raining and she's just wet. What? She is. Look,
I used to have a thing for Kelly Clarkson.
No, I don't have a problem
with. Look at that.
I don't have a problem with anybody having a thing for anybody.
At that.
I am looking at that.
Just look at it.
I have no problem looking at it. I didn't want to continue the conversation. I felt like it would not go down a good road. I don't know how we could come back from that particular statement. That was
my
made.
dorky ass is like, she could get electrocuted. And I realized, oh no, she's probably just lip syncing. That thing is not even plugged in.
So that's real rain. That wasn't for effect. She's outside.
Well, no, she's inside, but they're just dumping water on her.
Oh, so they just decided this is what we're going to do. We're going to dump water on her?
Yeah, it's just like, that's the scene, man.
Okay, well, that then is probably...
Is that not... I mean, dude, right?
No, but they're doing it for you then.
No, they did, and they succeeded.
Well, and the crowd's getting all wet, too,
Who cares about them? Some people just have to get wet in order for Kelly to get wet.
Okay, listen. I'm a Gallagher guy. I want them to give me a poncho or something so the watermelon doesn't get all over me.
That's why you don't go to the VMAs.
I have to say this, though.
That will forever be, like, that's like a performance I'll never forget.
I'm going to say this, though. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
What do you mean?
Well, listen. When you go to certain contests... right? Involving T-shirts and precipitation.
Yeah.
They usually have you wear white T-shirts.
Yeah, she's got a black tank top
so,
on.
And so she's actually not looking like anything salacious. She's not looking salacious.
No.
But it still is very provocative and cool. And she looks very rock and roll, actually.
I was gonna say, she almost looks like Miley in that sense.
I was going to go Avril, actually.
And I'm all in favor of her having water dumped on her as well while I watch her perform. Like, that's fine.
See, I got an Avril look because the eyeliner got really thick.
Don't do that to me.
Avril isn't I think that's a compliment if I say anybody looks like Avril Lavigne, okay? Because Avril Lavigne's a goddess.
Okay, let's not get crazy.
Oh, and she's getting even more goddess-like as the time goes by. I think that woman is always going to look amazing.
Yeah. We're talking about Kelly Clarkson.
Either one. I'm giving you either one on this one. I'm not going to say that. I mean, Kelly Clarkson, or Avril Lavigne, or Miley Cyrus.
But how funny is that? That was 2005, and I still remember vividly.
Yes, I understand why you remember a chick getting drenched in water.
Yeah, but the performance was good, too.
You're really basically just saying... I want you all to be clear what I liked about this.
Yes.
And so you are separating. Yeah, the performance was good.
Wetness.
But really, the wetness is what really stood out for me as a young man watching that video. I don't want to hear any more about your experience watching that video because I feel like it's going to go down a very bad road.
It was at that moment, for a brief fleeting moment, I was a fan of Kelly Clarkson.
I just do not want to know any workout routines you had going at the time. I don't want to know if you bought a shake weight. I don't want to know anything at this point. I think we're good. We're good.
That would be hilarious if like somehow run into her like, Kelly, do you remember 2005, the Video Music Awards? She'd be like, get away from me.
Well, after that whole conversation with Keenan about peeing in the shower, she probably would have a great time talking with you about
She might have been doing that while she was performing.
Yeah. I feel like that the combination of that and her interview is a fetish for some people, and I'm just going to be done.
How funny, according to, obviously it's just a YouTube comment, but they say that she wasn't even supposed to go into the quote-unquote rain. She was told not to, but did it anyway. Hands down, one of the most iconic live performances.
Oh, interesting.
No, that's not the complete quote.
What's that?
She also said, I'm doing it for Steve.
Yep.
I'm risking my life for Steve.
He likes it when I'm saturated.
He likes it when I'm irrigated. That's what he likes. God, it is a very provocative video. They knew what they were doing at the VMAs.
I mean, it wasn't overly provocative, though. It's just like
It definitely made an impact on you.
Yeah, because, but it was just like you weren't expecting that. And yes, she's hot as hell.
And you...
And her hair was wet. It was a good look.
And it's 20 years ago, and the first thing that pops into your mind when we talk about Kelly Clarkson is her basically getting rainbirded all over the place while you were at home, God knows, doing whatever.
I think rainbird, I don't think we got the right definition of that, right?
No, it's like a sprinkler system. A rainbird is a sprinkler.
Oh, I was thinking baby birded. I was like, no, my bad.
Okay.
I was like, what kind of weird stuff are you thinking
What kind of weird stuff are you doing?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking
Are there
birds.
baby bird fetish videos out there with humans doing that? Probably.
You know what? I bet
probably
there
are.
Yeah.
They probably are.
This video is awesome.
See?
Danny?
Even without the sound on.
Danny, would you please keep your hands on the control board? That's all I ask.
That would be like a top 5 MTV VMA performance for me.
I got news for you. That is a top 5 your grandmother never wants to walk in on your performance is really what that is.
Well, may she rest in peace.
Yeah. Your grandmother sees that on TV and she's like, Stephen, get out of the living room now. Kelly Clarkson, everybody. A fitting tribute to her skills as a talk show host.
Okay, how do I say this?
What? Are you going to ask me what do I like to see women getting drenched in? What do you want to know? Krispy Kreme.
No, but now I do kind of want to know the answer to that.
The only way that could be more perfect if it was Krispy Kreme glaze all over Kelly Clarkson because I love Krispy Kreme. That's the only way it could be better.
A Krispy Kreme glaze.
I love Krispy. I do. I love Krispy.
Would be pretty epic.
Do you know that machine? How it does it? If you see how they're made.
Yes.
But instead, it's a Kelly Clarkson
Just
video.
Kelly Clarkson.
I think, you know what? We have an idea.
I was thinking, when you're taking a shower, do you...
When I take a shower, I use Krispy Kreme glaze.
I keep going that
I'm
way,
done.
yeah.
I'm done. Yeah.
You're going to ask me if I use the shower that way, the way that Kelly does?
Yes. Have you, or do you, or what?
Well, yes, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Some people do. My wife thought I was insane when I said I was like, at one point she's like, are you going number 1 right now in the shower?
Yes. Why wouldn't you?
And I was like, yeah. She's like, that's why. I'm like,
why not?
I don't know. I got pretty good aim. She's like,
I got pretty good aim. Did you, by the way, have to pantomime that for me?
Yes.
Do you think? I think I could get it without you deciding to go all Charlie Chaplin, going, "Oh, this is a silent movie. Let me show you what I'm talking about."
No, so Walker's like, "What are you doing here again right now?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "How'd you figure it out?" She's like, "You haven't moved for like 35 seconds. Like you're just standing there and like."
Oh, you look like the kid. You look like the kid at the pool.
Yes.
Everybody knows. I know what that kid's doing. He's like, look, he's got that face.
Or at the spray park, we did that one time with Tatum. She's like, "I have to go to the bathroom." We're like, just go where the water is and be like, you can't tell a 3-year-old to be covert. Like she just stood there and like squatted and like I have a video of it somewhere. I have to find it and show it to you. I won't post it, but
that is so fantastic because everybody at that point goes, "Oh, we know what's happening."
Oh, there's no hiding it. She's staring down at her area and just watching it happen, even with the bathing suit on. And I'm like, yeah, you're not.
Nope.
There's no sense of like, being covert as a child.
Like father, like daughter.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's bad. So, yeah, I mean, does anybody not? Like, they're really... Well, let me ask you this. I mean, so your wife was saying that's never been done in my country. Has she changed her mind? Have you shown her the convenience of being able to do that?
She won't do that.
Really?
No.
Because here's what I tell people that go, that's disgusting. It's like, you realize that when you're washing yourself all over the place, everything lands in the shower. Everything.
My wife was like, well, I just avoid the middleman. Like, she's like, well, why didn't you go before you went in the shower? I'm like, be honest, sometimes I do know I have to go. I'm like, I can't wait to get into the shower, and I can just do it all right there.
And you're saving water.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't care about that, but
okay, I'm really trying to help you here. You know, at least so you look like you're.
I don't know. There's just something primal about it. I just like that I could just do that.
Don't look at me and talk like that. You have a look on your face that is primal, and then that face. These are not good words, especially after your Kelly Clarkson video.
And then she'll be like, "Oh, couldn't you wait until after the shower?" I'm like, "Why would I wait till after the shower? Like, it's go time."
No, you want to be completely clean. You know what? That's the worst ever when you realize you have to go to the bathroom right after you get out of the shower. It's like, son of a, everything is pristine. At least give me an hour.
Pristine.
Give me an hour before we have to use the factory again. It's I hate, especially when it's the Dusky. And I'm like, I had that whole thing manicured, and now I got to go use you so quickly. I get so frustrated.
I have been very angry at myself when I'm like, Dad, that was bad planning.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I should have went there first.
And then, of course, you hear about people that decide the shower, you know what, is good for more than just one number. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, number one is not the only number they like to use in the shower. And I hear about those
odd numbers only, if you ask me.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't want... Why would you say that? I want to have breakfast. What is
You're
wrong
the one who
with you?
brought up? I
didn't go. I was only going to go...
Where do you think...
I was going to go the top two, okay? Yeah. I was... in my top...
And that number two is okay.
It's a lot better than the next number. If dude...
I just said odd numbers. Dude. What number's odd? 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's all
no
I
other
know.
odd numbers in the entire...
So it was primary numbers only. Does that work? I don't know.
You're still in trouble. Yeah, okay. Do you understand each one has an imagery attached to it?
Yes.
And I was about to talk about the people that, that actually, you know what, they're like Hertz and Avis, where they're like the Avis, where they're number 2, so they try harder. And I think the number 2 try harder people in the shower are horrible people because it's disgusting. But you
chastise me for saying something that you think is disgusting, but then you bring up that. And
I was not advocating the disgusting.
But you still wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, but you were like, I got news for you. Odd numbers are okay. And
in the grand scheme of things, yes.
But the imagery, think of the imagery of number 2. Okay, now the imagery in the shower of number 2 is horrible. Now, think 1 second, all right? I want you to think about this. Danny?
No, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, see, you know
Danny's
what?
too busy watching Kelly Clarkson from the VMAs in 2005.
Any other number, if we start going down the top 10 list, any other number imagery is horrific. And now, after you with your, it's primal, and now you're like, I love odd numbers, I have such horrible imagery that I'll never have another meal again.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell me either. I really think
I don't want to
owe everybody, including yourself,
it's
an
important
explanation.
for you to eat, though.
It is. But really, I want you to have a meeting with yourself after this show and get to the bottom of this.
I stand by my statement.
You stand by. You love odd numbers in the shower.
So, BJ, though, you just went down the road of... But you were about to go down the road.
I was not advocating it. My
point
you
were still bringing up the imagery.
I don't mind it being brought up.
I never brought up anything other than number 1 until you went down number 2.
Yeah, but then you were like, let me tell you about odd numbers. Everybody should enjoy odd numbers.
It was just a fleeting comment that I said that I prefer odd numbers.
No, you should prefer odd numbers. There's only one odd number in the shower that works. No other odd number should be happening in the shower, or at least I don't want to hear it.
But what is number 1? It is an odd number.
Don't you? If Keenan responded with Kelly, which, by the way, that would have been epic in the interview. Well, Kelly, I got news for you. In
odd
the shower,
numbers only?
I only do one odd number, and it's not number 1.
Oh, jeez.
And then like, all of a sudden, Kelly Clarkson would be like, okay, I don't know who told me to ask these questions, but they should have told me I had a pervert on the show. I'm never asking questions again.
And he's like, even more specifically, I watched on YouTube the 2005 performance in the VMAs.
Bring that up. All right, well, this has been a very touching tribute to whatever the hell it is. Well, how do we start this?
Keenan.
Oh, Keenan. Yeah, Keenan Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a new book out. All right, yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
Who painted The Last Supper?
Jesus.
No.
Da Vinci.
Yes.
Jesus says, hey, guys, hold this position. Yeah, you too, you bastard Judas. I got a painting I got to do.
He was a caricature artist as well as a carpenter.
She was amazing. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs. We're going to do that at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Need to stock up on any weather wardrobe staples? Check out American Giant for hoodies, jackets, sweats, and more pieces you can wear anywhere, all made right here in the USA. Go to American-Giant.com and use code ANYSTYLE24 for 20% off your order.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Once again, we've teamed up with the Washington State Council of Firefighters in Operation Warm. We're going to put new coats on kids that need them. We're trying to get 2,500 coats. You know how cold it is out there. You know what it's like. And some of these kids don't have coats. We want to make that a real deal for them.
And our goal is $50,000, which is a lot of money for that 2,500 coats for kids in need. But, man, the Rockaholics have been stepping up big. We're over $10,000 raised so far, BJ, thanks in part to a lot of the great Rockaholics, including people like Mike Schneider, who just donated $20. Mark Green donated $50. And Donnie Gibson, welcome to the 69 Club, donating $69.
Nice.
We are at $10,128. Long ways from $50,000, but we can make it happen.
Yeah, $20 is all it takes. Or if you've only got $5, I mean, all we need is 4 of those donations. Really, every bit does help. And you can text it. If you want to donate, just text KISW Give. That's KISW Give to 44321. That's all you got to do to donate. KISW Give to 44321 or head to KISW.com today.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
Who's ready to be Migs? I know William from Milton is. William, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. All right, Steve, now get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, William has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Turtle candy is typically made out of chocolate, caramel, and what kind of nut?
Praline?
No.
Chestnuts?
No.
Almonds?
No. What scandal forced U.S. President Richard Nixon to resign in 1974?
Watergate?
Yes. Summer Smith is a character on what animated sitcom?
Can you repeat?
Summer Smith is a character on what animated sitcom?
Summer Smith? Pass.
Journey had the 70s hit song titled Wheel in the What?
Sky.
Yes. Tastes so good, cats ask for it by name is the slogan for what company?
Meow Mix.
Yes. Jack Daniel's whiskey is made in what U.S. state?
Louisiana?
No.
Mississippi?
No.
Missouri?
No. Who played the title character in the 2011 movie Green Lantern?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. What kind of vegetable is typically on a lox bagel?
Onions.
Yes. And with that, you get 5 correct.
All right.
A little shaky in the beginning, but that the ending was better.
Hopefully, it's enough.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it's enough.
Fingers crossed.
I don't know if it is, to be honest.
I know. But you know what? Last time we thought for sure Steve had the win, and he lost.
And he didn't.
Yeah, so I'm not. Something's happened to Steve ever since he started thinking about what he does in the shower in that Kelly Clarkson video. I don't think he's on his game today.
Well, then I'd be off my game for the last 20 years if that was the case. There's not a week that goes by where I don't think about that performance, BJ.
It was very beautiful.
But this is the first time.
Did you watch it too?
Of course.
I've worked with you for like 75 years, and this is the first I've heard that you have this Kelly Clarkson rain
contraire.
video.
I've brought it up before.
Have you really?
Yes, at least twice.
Has he really? Wow, I don't remember a thing anymore.
This has been a lifelong obsession.
Why wouldn't I remember that you were like just condensation is a sensation over here?
And every time you bring up that she looks exactly like Avril.
I do every time too?
Yes.
God, I don't remember any of this.
It's a Groundhog Day with you.
Guys, no, it's just, dude, you got to watch out for me. Don't let me walk out of this studio because I'll forget where I am.
You will.
Or you might forget your pants for all we know.
Well, that is fine. That's a treat for you guys.
That's intentional.
No. Steve, are you ready? Yes! Turtle candy is typically made out of chocolate, caramel, and what kind of nut?
Oh, yeah.
These?
No.
Almond?
No.
Nope.
Macadamia?
No.
Oh, you are a loser.
What scandal forced U.S. President Richard Nixon to resign in 1974?
Oh, Swallowgate.
No.
I mean, Watergate.
Yes.
What the F?
Summer Smith
I do
is
know
a
how he
character
got
on
there.
what animated sitcom?
What?
Summer Smith is a character on what animated sitcom?
I don't know. Family Guy?
No.
Futurama?
No.
The Simpsons?
No.
I did not swallow
Journey
a
had
date.
the 70s hit song titled Wheel in the What?
What?
Journey had the 70s hit song titled
Wheel in the Sky.
Yes. Tastes so good, cats ask for it by name is the slogan for what company?
Purina.
No.
Meow Mix?
Yes.
Ooh.
Jack Daniel's whiskey is made in what U.S. state?
Tennessee.
Yes. Who played the title character in the 2011 movie Green Lantern?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. What kind of vegetable is typically on a lox bagel?
What kind of vegetable? Oh, a tomato.
No. No, too late.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't know anything else.
And that you got 5 correct, which is a tie. 5 to 5.
Wow.
No song for either of you.
All because of Swallowgate.
That almost broke me. I
Yeah.
was like, you don't deserve any more questions after that.
Milton, good. I should say, William, good job, buddy.
Much appreciated. BJ, thanks for everything you've done for the station. I've listened to you for years.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that,
You
buddy.
rock.
Thank you. So here's how he got there. I mean,
Yeah, because you were like, I know I got them. I'm
here's
like,
how
how?
there was a character in that whole investigation called Deep Throat.
Yes.
And so they called, Deep Throat.
Was that his last name?
That was a
that
nickname.
That was the nickname. That was like the...
Because he's the one that spilled the beans.
Yeah.
And so they called that person Deep Throat.
Yeah,
I forget
know
who-
your history, Sarah.
I forget who it was, to be honest with you. But anyway, there was somebody called Deep Throat who spilled all the beans about Watergate. So with the Deep Throat and Watergate, and there was a movie called Deep Throat, which means exactly what you expect it to mean. It was very controversial at the time. But that's why calling this character Deep Throat when the movie Deep Throat was out isn't so far for him in his brain to think of Swallowgate.
Yeah.
So did
I was thinking about a bird. that was involved in this.
Oh, you
situation.
were?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys
Well, they do
are.
like to stay on gates a lot.
I don't know what kind of mansplaining is going on in this room.
I don't know if it's mansplaining, but it's man something.
So did you just think of that, or was that something that people called?
My brain just shut down for a second, and I no, that was not.
Okay, that's not
Sarah.
a history
There's no
lesson.
history behind Swallowgate.
Just
Oh,
wanna
yes,
make
there
sure.
is. It's called the Kelly Clarkson video. The water of the Kelly Clarkson video, along with the gate, and along with Deep Throat.
It was just,
And
two
Steve
words
was
that
just-
weren't meant to go together, came together
They
for
did, though. Yeah.
a priceless answer.
It was, dude, your mind was like, dude, we're focused on one thing right now. Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson for life, man.
Yeah.
Does anyone know that turtle candy is typically made out of chocolate, caramel, and what kind of nut?
It's just peanuts.
No.
Yeah. Is it hazelnuts?
No.
What,
Cashews.
turtles?
Pecan.
Oh, I think I've had like knockoff turtle candy.
So disappointed.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you know what? All this time I thought it was just like regular peanuts, and the ones that I've had,
They're pecans.
pecans.
Mhm.
Okay.
Summer Smith is a character on what animated sitcom? Anyone?
Oh, is it Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's his sister, right? Is Summer his sister? I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Rick's sister.
What kind of vegetable is typically on a lox bagel? William got this correct.
Capers.
It's an onion.
Oh. What are capers?
Capers are on
What are
it
capers?
as well, though.
There are things you pull when you're nefarious trying to do
shut
crime.
up.
I don't know if those
Are
are vegetables.
they vegetables? What are capers?
What do I look like? What do I look like? A culinary expert? I don't know.
I don't either.
Joe, the great Joe Genie,
Yeah,
our resident chef. Do you
What's
know
a
what a
caper?
caper is?
He's not on. Can you put him on?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. What's that, Joe?
I think it's like almost like a tiny olive.
It says,
It's really a tiny olive.
No, it says, people think capers are a kind of vegetable. They are actually closer to being a fruit.
They're actually. I thought they would be like a sort of like spice. They're actually a fruit.
Yeah.
I've always thought they were very
Unripened green
unnecessary.
flower buds of the plant.
Yeah.
So that make them a vegetable?
No, it says they're not. This says they're closer to being a fruit.
But they're not a fruit or a vegetable?
Well, plants produce both, so it could be a fruit as well.
It's like a tomato. You never know.
No,
You think it's a vegetable, but it's a fruit.
No, we know tomatoes are fruit, even though we use it with vegetables. It is a fruit.
It's confusing though, because it should be a vegetable.
I agree that fruit to me should always be sweet, but not all fruit is sweet. I don't know why they don't just give tomato and they should, like Pluto. They said it's not a planet anymore. I think they should say tomato, you're not a fruit anymore, and put it in the vegetable land where it belongs.
Do you guys like lox bagels?
No, they're just red onion, just
I
raw
used to
red
love 'em.
onion.
They're so good.
Oh yeah, raw red
salmon.
Yeah.
I like how the salmon wasn't what got the vegetarian pissed off. She was mad about the onion.
I could live without the onion part, to be honest with you. Yeah.
J-Rubs gets them all the time,
So
and the
good.
whole basement just reeks of red onion.
Yeah,
So it's about the lox and the cream cheese.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it, and I should try that because it's a traditional Jewish food. And now that I'm 50% Jewish,
you need to embrace it.
You are.
Yeah. Well, I guess I always have been.
Yeah.
I just found out that I'm 50% Jewish.
So is lox just salmon? They just call it lox?
Yes.
Yeah, and you thought it had something to do with Ballard, didn't you?
Okay, no, I did not. They're spelled differently, BJ.
Okay.
There is also dill on the lox bagel, and a dill is a vegetable. So if you had said that, I would have accepted it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
I didn't know dill was on there either. I think I don't know why I have sushi and salmon and stuff, but for some reason I don't know. I don't feel like I want it on my bagel, but it's a delicacy. Like it's like the classic.
Yeah, but it's a different taste. It's not like I mean, I know they're raw, but like they're brined or something like that. So it has like a different flavor to it than salmon.
I'm not a brine guy. It's like, you know what? We have graduated to like brining and lutefisk and everything. I want my stuff cooked. Okay.
That being said, I used to love them as a kid, though. My parents would get the bagels and the lox, and at first I thought it was gross, and then I tried. I'm like, okay, this is a lot better than I realized.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So I should try it.
So you've never tried lox?
No.
You should try at least once to make a decision.
They're
I
really
mean,
good.
I know it is. I mean, it's part of like who I am. I really should.
I mean, yeah, you just never know. It could get awkward if you're hanging out with someone in your family and they're like, hey, what's your favorite bagel with lox brand?
Oh, you're right. What's my favorite bagel with lox brand? Which, by the way, I know that's a conversation in every Jewish family in America.
Yeah.
You're right. I better be prepared.
You don't want to get kicked out of the crew.
I don't blame you. You're absolutely right. It's just like when the Italian family, what's your favorite sauce?
Yeah.
What do you like? All right, we're gonna let somebody else take over this show because I've been getting some messages from people saying, "What the hell's wrong with you guys today?"
Although someone just said that I should have lost because William said praline for the turtle question, which is a pecan.
Oh, yeah, praline is a pecan.
Play your song, BJ.
No, it's after the game. It's after the game. It's after the game. No, this doesn't count.
Sorry, buddy. Pralines and pecan. If I was paying attention and I wasn't, I would have corrected her.
I didn't even know that.
I wasn't paying attention. Otherwise, I would have caught you.
Is it just a different name for it?
It's a kind of pecan.
It's like it's like, okay.
Yeah, as far as I know.
It's brine, I believe.
Yeah, it's brine.
Tastes like salmon.
I think. Is praline a song? I don't know. Anyway, it's time for listeners on the loose. Calls and texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose where you can call us. You can text us at 206-803-ROCK because you're picking a topic. You're free rock, the number to call, the number to text. And remember, Steve's got a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-803-ROCK, the number to call, the number to text. Let's go to Sam and Squim. Sam, you are on The Rock.
BJ Shea, how you doing?
Not too bad, buddy. What you got for us today, Sam?
Well, I saw on social media that Friday's supposed to be your last day, and I confirmed it with Joey D's. And I just got to say, this is of your own accord. We don't need to go talk to somebody and make sure their knees aren't affecting the way they're thinking.
Well, you know what? I always
Tanya Harding style.
I always condone violence. No. First of all, Sam, thank you for the sentiment. I am not going to say a whole lot. I don't want to bring up the genius or lack of genius of management that thought it would be a good idea to be able to post something like that and not think somebody would call the station and that I would have to now talk about how I can't talk about it because the plan was not to talk about it until Friday. Again, my storied career working with management in this company for the 24 years I've been here, it's only fitting that I go out the way that I came in with somebody with an IQ of a partially thawed fish stick making decisions on my behalf.
There you go.
But I appreciate the sentiment.
More importantly, what's going on in the background? Not more importantly, of course. But
you know what? Forget about my life. Steve wants to know what the hell's happening.
But what's that weird animal in the background?
You know what? No, this is a touching tribute. I think this is what we should just leave it at that and not even do a show on Friday. This is a perfect tribute.
BJ, I got to say, if that's the case, thank you for everything you've done, for sharing your life with us. You like family, so.
Thank you, Sam. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. And I think I would be remiss if I let you go without answering Steve's very important question.
He said it was a seagull. It's a seagull?
Yeah,
you have a pet
Steven
seagull?
A what?
No, it's not my pet. It's the place I deliver to. They named it Steven.
Steven the Seagull?
Oh, wait, so...
Steven Seagull? This is amazing.
They have a pet seagull? Really?
It's outside of a kitchen that I deliver to.
Oh, so the seagull just hangs out?
Well, yeah, they're seagulls. They're rats in the sky.
Well, I understand that. We just thought they might have one in a cage.
All of a sudden, not a crazy question, right?
Actually, it kind of still is.
Right.
I mean, it still is.
Wait, and they named it Steven Seagull?
That's so great.
Yeah.
I love that.
I would name mine Flocka.
Flocka Seagull.
All right, BJ. Love you, brother.
Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate
if anyone
that.
wants to say goodbye, they have to have an animal in the background.
Is that going to be the thing?
Until Friday.
Until Friday, if you want to call and talk about the subject that's supposed to wait until Friday, not realizing we have a radio show that people can call into, and a segment every day called Listeners on the Loose. Again, it's almost like the people that manage this place don't even know what we do here. But anyway, I digress. By the way, this is going to be a lot of fun because this is going to take me back to the days of when I started here at The Buzz, when I worked for managers that for some reason were on concussion protocol 24/7.
You broke Steve. I don't know what to do.
Well, yeah, you look, I have been really good all morning.
No, I know you have.
I got the call last night.
I'd like to give you a gold star if I had one, or a seagull.
I got the call last night, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm going, how does this guy have a job? How does he get paid? Because does he not understand we won't be able to not talk about it until Friday? We literally have a phone-in segment where people can call in and ask whatever they want, which means they'll go, what the hell's up with the thing on Friday?
I mean, I haven't got any text or
you haven't
messages.
No, I haven't either. I haven't spent all god dang morning just basically going, I can't say anything to you because we're supposed to wait till Friday. And they're like, well, why would you post it now if we have to wait till Friday? I go, yes.
Oh, I know that. Middle of the night, I'm like, all of a sudden my phone's exploding. And I'm just like trying to play with my kid. And I'm like, I don't. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
I was like, I thought you said you weren't going to read any of the comments. Like, I
How do you not?
I can't.
How do you not?
Yeah.
And by the way, were you told Wednesday? I was told Wednesday.
I didn't know. I don't know anything.
This was supposed to be Wednesday, so I looked at my. I'm old. I'm like, should I miss a couple of days this week? Is it Wednesday now?
No, I yesterday was when I found out. So
yeah.
As far as what was going to be said, so
I wasn't given a reason as to why this was because you know what, well, first of all, since it's my last day, I'm like, I'm not going to fight anymore. What do I care? Do what you want. Do what you want with your station. I don't care what you want to do.
Do what you want.
Yeah, I mean,
go knock yourself out.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Let's go to Juan in Lakewood. 206-803-ROCK. The number to call. The number to text. Juan in Lakewood. You are on the Rock.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, Juan? What you got for us today, buddy?
Well, I just called to say happy Merry Christmas before you guys leave on vacation. But now it seems if I'm understanding right, the permanent vacation.
Oh yeah, the Aerosmith album is what you're talking about, right?
Yes,
we love that record.
We're gonna be playing that all day long for the rest of the year.
Hey man, no.
Juan, here's what I will just say. What the social media message said. To keep with the deal I'm supposed to have with the person that came up with this idea is that Friday will be my last show. That's all the thing said is Friday will be my last show on KISW. That's all it said. I won't say anything more until Friday. And look, spoiler alert, there's not a lot I can tell you on Friday as far as details about the past, the present, the future. But I will say this. I really didn't want to just leave without saying something to the people who I've really had a great time sharing this show with. Not only the people I've worked with, I've heard one person's going to call in from my past, and I'm very excited about that. And so there may be some of that on Friday's show.
Yes,
it'll be an opportunity for all of us to reminisce, and also for you to thank you, listeners, because honest to God, I have had a great life doing radio, and Seattle has been fantastic. And this doesn't mean. I'm going to say this. I'm not retiring. I'm just not working here anymore.
Another person
after
is
Friday.
retiring.
Yes, and that's the other goddamn problem. The same day this other guy's retiring, the geniuses that I work with said, we'll put your announcement. Why? People are now thinking everybody's retiring. You know, I mean, it's just like, no, I'm not retiring. I can't retire because there's other news in my life, which I probably will talk about, but I'm going to have to pay money to a person I'm no longer going to be living with. I need a job. So I know. Well, unfortunately, that's happening too. I mean, I don't care anymore.
I know. I would.
My life is a shambles. Can I just say
that?
My life is a freaking shambles. But it's like when people go, enjoy your retirement. I can't. I'm going to be paying spousal support. So no, I can't enjoy my retirement. I'm probably going to be at Fred Meyer's having to listen to why you can't find the butter. But you know what? I need a job. So I'm not retiring. So, I mean, look, congratulations to Danny Bonaducci. He is retiring. You know why? Because Danny has a wife that he's still going to be with, and Danny also probably saved his money really well. So, Danny and I are very different. Danny had a talented career, did really good with himself, and can retire. Me, I will be working until I die somewhere at a QFC, falling face down into a thing of watermelons. That's going to be my life.
And Danny can tell me where the butter is.
Yeah, Danny will tell you where the butter is. Oh, by the way, Juan, thank you for the call.
Merry Christmas, Juan.
Did Juan hang up?
I would hang up if I was Juan. He's like, why are you yelling at me, man? I just want to wish you a happy birthday. A Merry Christmas.
Listen, Feliz Navidad, everything. My point is...
Feliz Navidad.
Juan.
Like his name's Juan?
Juan. Definitely Juan's a Feliz Navidad guy.
You don't know that. You're just making assumptions.
It's very true. This is probably why...
What if he's a Mele Kalikimaka?
I don't know what you just said.
I'm having a stroke right now.
Anyway, Friday will be, again... my last show on KISW. It is going to be celebratory. And I said this to the company, and I'm going to continue to say this. I go, I am not celebrating the company. I'm celebrating the people I got to work with, and I'm celebrating
the people who listen.
The listeners. That is it. I wasn't going to do anything, but you can thank Bob Rivers, who unfortunately...
Good morning, BJ.
Unfortunately, I really took him on as a mentor in my life. And I've known about this for a while. But so we've been talking, and Bob... has just been, and here's how Bob does everything. Bob is like, so, hey, I've just got a couple of ideas on how you can handle your last show.
Good morning, BJ.
And I usually answer, Bob, I don't care about your stupid ideas, okay?
He never took your idea of
exactly.
that TNT song that started with the letter C and the letter U.
I had a great twisted tune for you, Bob, that would have been, think about it.
Until he makes that song, I say you don't listen to him.
You know, let's just say he said he wanted to do a song about a runt, and it was going to be R-U-N-T, it's dynamite.
Yeah.
And I, of course, had a different letter that I put for R.
That would have won a Grammy.
And he looked at me and he said, no, you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm not going to take your advice about. But, Bob is very relentless. Then I get a call from him next week. Hey, BJ, I just had some thoughts about your last show.
Good morning, BJ.
So as long as I've known and Bob's known when my last show was going to be, it is like every week I get a call from him. And he basically...
Because he cares.
He does. And a lot of people that I...
Yeah, he does, whatever.
And a lot of people I do respect in this business really said, look, bro, I get that you want to be private and personal about whatever, happens in your life. I also want to be professional.
Well, that changed in this last break, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. I know. Sure did. It really did. But I want to be professional because the younger me would not have been so professional.
No, and you have been nothing but incredible.
And you have worked with the younger me.
Yes.
And, so what is, you poor man, you know what, if there is a heaven, you're getting there just because you've had to work with me for the last 17 years.
I mean, at least they should at least let me explore the situation.
You at least get an interview.
Yeah.
You at least get a tour.
Yeah.
You get a tour.
A tour on the house.
You surely do. You get to go
biscuit.
new resident parking
Yes.
and hopefully you can get the apartment up there. But yeah, so I really just said, look, you know what? You know how it is. Things happen. I'm going to just do my business, whatever. But then Bob and everybody is like, but look, the listeners, it's been 17 years. They got to dig you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and not many people get to say goodbye.
And so it's like, all right, I will say goodbye. But I was very adamant with the company. I go, I want you to know, company, that I'm not saying goodbye to you in a very sweet, nice way. I'm only going to say goodbye to listeners. So don't try to make it that. And to the credit, at least to the local team here.
Yes.
They're like, yeah, dude, we understand, and so that's nice. Again, though, I had no idea we'd be doing this today, but again, we do a thing called Listeners on the Loose, and they just put out a big blast. Of course, people are going to talk about it.
I was thinking it'd be hilarious, though, like if on Friday you just say the exact same thing, yeah, today's my last day.
Yeah.
And we just gave a whole week of tune in on Friday for BJ's last day, and everyone's expecting some kind of announcement. Just like, yep, I confirmed that today is my last day.
Well, Steve, that's the other thing. They know, they literally put what they put. What? How? Why? I mean, there was something where like all these answers will be answered, and it's like, no, they won't. I mean, it's like I don't know who the hell runs this place. It's like, I can't answer the what and the how and the why. I can't answer the what, but we already answered the what. We said it's my last show, so there's no what.
It's like a Batman tease.
Is it really?
Leaving man. Find out how.
Yeah. Leaving man.
Find out why.
Yeah. Pow! Slam! Except... you won't find out why. I can't tell you. They know I can't tell you why. Why would they put why in there? It's because someone's going to call up and go, okay, so what's the why? And I'm going to go, well, as you know, as an employee of a company, I'm not allowed to discuss certain things that they don't want me to. So there's going to be no why. Is that bad for me to say? I cannot say a why.
But hey, Merry Christmas.
And the how? If I say how, do I literally have to show? Do they want me to tell them how it happened? I don't think they want me to do that either. So why would you put what, how, and why? What does he just think? Hey, let's throw a couple of nouns up there.
Probably. I don't know if there was any ill will or ill intent from the locals.
I just, honest to God, was somebody high? Did somebody have a good night?
You know where you work? Yes, of course. Everybody's high.
That's a good point, right? All right. Anyway, we'll take your calls 206-803-ROCK.
Will we?
Yeah, we have to. It's Listeners on the Loose. Hopefully, you have other questions besides something that might have been posted on social media. Yeah. And by the way, I had to scramble and put it on my social media because it was on their social media. And I'm like, I didn't want to do this tonight. I was like, I got other things to do.
Man.
All I did last night was answer questions.
I know. I saw. I was like, I was like, what do I share? Like,
none of you can say anything. You're in the same boat I'm in.
Right, it's just been nonstop. But I know we got, but I love the people who are like texting me and like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, well, you go find out Friday. No, man, you can tell me. I'm like, I don't know.
I love the people
I can't. I don't know what to tell you.
You can tell me. I'm one of those special Facebook messengers.
Right. Like all of a sudden, some guy I haven't talked to in like 10 years is like, you can let me know what's going on. No, I can't.
No, it really. And you're not gonna. I'm gonna
go back to playing with my kids. Sorry, I can't help you.
Spoiler alert: you're not gonna learn anything on Friday, really, at all. I mean, I hate to tell you this right now.
This is the greatest
really
promotion for Friday ever.
Yeah, I will say this though: some people have really thought it's a hoax and a bit.
Not.
It is not a hoax and a bit. It really will be my last show. I said, I myself said the foreseeable future because you just never know anything in this world. You just never know when all of a sudden you think,
crazy business.
Yeah, the business. Let's be honest. You see the idiot management people they hire. Anything can happen in this business. Not our guys.
No,
Our guys are brilliant.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to social media posts. They're just spot on. Anyway, listeners on the loose, 206-803-ROCK, the number to call, the number to text.
Oh, it's a perfect song.
It really is.
Is it really?
Oh, you're one step closer.
Yeah.
And you're about to break.
Oh, no,
he already broke.
Thanks, guys. You guys, it's great. Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
9:36, we'll be back.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Nature has developed a lot of natural defenses. Take it from a little bug like me. I've pretty much seen them all. Porcupines got quills, snakes got venom, and me, I got camouflage. Nature's always finding ways to support life, like elderberries. Nature's Way extracted the best of the berry, tossed in vitamin C and D and zinc, and put them into a yummy immune-supporting gummy. Nature's Way Sambucus Gummies. Powerful immune support inspired by nature. Nature's Way.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Whatever you want to talk about.
If you want to wish anybody a Merry Christmas.
That's a great idea.
We have opened the phone lines for all Christmas wishes.
Let's go to Daniel on I-5. Oh, it's Daniel, my buddy, on I-5.
Come on, be nice. You only have to put up with this.
BJ.
You got a couple more days to
It
deal with
is a sad day to hear about your departure. I will miss you. You have been a massive part of my morning life. It's kind of getting me a little emotional.
Daniel, this is bittersweet for me because I really, really appreciate your kind words, and I hate you. So I don't know how to really. I really don't know how to process all this.
That's okay, BJ. I understand you're grieving, and this is how you respond to grievances.
Oh no, I've hated you long before I was grieving.
Even at his happiest, he hasn't liked you, Daniel. It's insane.
Daniel, seriously though, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening and contributing, bro. It does mean a lot. Thank you, man.
I love you guys, and I wish you the best of luck in the future.
There you go.
Feliz Navidad.
This is so wonderful. This is exactly how I thought the Friday show would go.
So it's just going to... No, you know what, though? Screw it, BJ. It's going to be a week of this.
What day is today?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Oh, sweet. It's
this
Ballet Chipotle Day.
Oh, can I please go?
You're more than welcome.
Yeah, I
Beat us
really
and all up.
I can't believe... I only wanted to do this for one day. Am I going to have to do this the whole freaking week?
Now, yes.
Why?
At least in the 9 o'clock hour every day.
What part of here's how we're going to execute this was not understood by the people that I talked to in this company?
You know, what is that term in the industry? We pivot.
Yeah, we're pivoting. All right, let's go to Johnny.
Somebody want to know if Peter Chris will call in on Friday. That would be amazing.
You know what? I would make up with Peter Chris because I would tell him that I was a jerk, and hopefully he would accept my apology.
What about on Friday?
On Friday?
I have an idea.
You have an idea on Friday?
Yes.
You know what? Your idea, what's gone down right now, I just can't imagine you could have a dumber idea than what's already happened.
See?
Okay,
all
right, what do you want to do on Friday?
Spend some time. We stop playing commercials for about, 55 or so minutes.
55 minutes, no commercials?
No song. Oh, lots of songs. We listen to Pearl Jam's 10 together.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
You understand the only thing I have over you is that. I can't let that go.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
We sit together and we listen. Some Jeremy and some Black Porch.
I know. That would be such a wonderful moment for you.
See, we play Why Go and Why Go?
Why Go? Yeah, hey, good question. And I know how much that would mean to you, which is why I surely don't want to do that for you.
I was just throwing it out there since
no
idea is a bad idea, apparently.
I know that you're playing on my heartstrings.
I thought this was the moment.
Yeah, I know, but you have to understand that the trolling is so much better for me.
What about Thursday we do it then?
Oh, Thursday. Well, Thursday, I mean, first, if you cater it, I might think about it.
What if we could raise $50,000 for Coach for Kids?
Oh, don't say that, because that would be a very nice thing for me to do.
By 8 a.m. on Thursday.
If you're saying by 8 a.m. and then we play what? In this studio, we play Pearl Jam's 10?
We just sit here and we listen to Pearl Jam's 10. I don't even have to be on the air. We can just sit and listen to it on our own time.
I honestly think we should play it on the air.
That would be pretty amazing.
I think we should.
Ooh, I like how these ideas come out.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
We have friends.
We do.
At Pearl Jam.
Yeah, I heard of them.
And we are trying to make money.
Yes.
As much as I love to troll you, if we can at least give a call to one of our buddies at Pearl Jam and say, hey, here's what we're thinking of doing. Do you think this is what I should do for the kids? And if one of those guys definitely go, yeah, if they're willing to call in and do whatever.
What if they said no, F the kids, you think they're going to say?
They might. Stone Gossard
said
said
hit them up and try and get the extra $40,000 that we need.
No, I'm not going to do that to them,
but spoiler alert, they'll probably do something when you tell them there's a charity involved,
right? Those guys are always so cool. They'll probably do anything.
People are texting Pearl Jam 10 on Thursday for Coach for Kids.
Yeah, I will. I look. All right, even if we can't get anybody from Pearl Jam on, but, I actually, if I would get a chance to thank Mike McCready, Mike has been so good to us. Stone has been so good to us.
They're hot.
I know, and they're
we
very
are hoping
busy.
to have Mike on, obviously, before the week.
Really?
Absolutely.
Well, I had no idea you were doing anything like that.
Oh, of course.
Why would you do that because that would involve planning and as you
we
haven't really planned a whole lot when it came to social media.
Fair, but there's a lot of good people. Joe Coy wants to join us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sarah Colon and John Ryan.
Wait, that wasn't everything that I was just going to. Okay.
Well, that's the hope. I mean, obviously,
Right.
I was texting with Joe last night. Has nothing. He said nothing but love, and he's very sad to hear about all this. But he would love to join us.
Oh, okay. Because
of course, when I gave him times, he didn't respond to that part. But he did say he would love to join us.
Sarah's already. And I got news for you. Sarah's already connected with me on social media, so I think she's done. She's probably not going to.
No, she will. They are.
She is going to.
Yeah, they're going to join us on Friday.
I didn't ask for John Ryan, just Sarah.
John's just going to hold the phone for her.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah.
But here's what I will say.
Such a touching tribute.
It really is.
I mean, this is right on brand.
Don't
right?
I get to pick the way my tribute goes? No, of course not. I get to pick nothing with all this. And look, I apologize for folks that are on the line. This was supposed to happen on Friday anyway, so don't, what do you want to do?
But there's a lot of listeners that want to talk.
Here's the thing. Coach for Kids is really, really an important thing. And if we can raise $50,000 by 8 o'clock on Thursday, and we talk to Ryan Castle and go, look, we'll see if he'll let us play 10 in its entirety, and you and I will sit in the studio and listen to it.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
But it's got to be for the kids.
Of course.
And
for Steve.
Because I'm sacrificing a lot.
You are.
Because it's the only troll thing I have over you. You don't care about anything. You never care about anything. I love that I have one thing that would piss you off, and I'm going to lose that.
Yes.
But I'll do it for the kids.
I think this would be amazing.
All right.
It's a high, dude, that's a very high. I mean, we don't have a lot of time. It's Tuesday, and we're at $10,000.
I know. And if the
by
Rock.
Thursday at 8 to have $50,000 from the Rockaholics.
Because I know that they want me to listen to 10. They want to be on your side.
So I said, how much can I donate to have BJ not listen to Pearl Jam's 10?
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
There's one person.
All right. Well, but we still have to clear it with Ryan Cass.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to Johnny in Seattle. Johnny, you are on the Rock.
How's it going, guys?
Not too bad, Johnny. What you got for us?
This is just making for hilarious radio. It's awesome. Pearl Jam 10, I think that's a fantastic idea. But seeing how it is in the holiday season and all that, I could only think of one really good request song at the moment, and that would be Dominic the Donkey.
First off, here's what he does. This is the touching tribute from Johnny. This has been hilarious radio, learning about the fact that you'll no longer have a job after Friday. And the song you hate the most, I'd like to play.
Yeah, even I'm having a tough time.
I love you, BJ. Have a good time.
Well, he didn't say, to be fair, he didn't say he loves you.
That's a good point.
I love you. I love him.
Okay,
I'll play the touching one.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Johnny. When people don't realize that, what I love is, how long do we have to go with this?
7 more seconds.
Honestly, isn't it? I mean,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It really doesn't matter what my life is going on. I mean, I've told everybody that my marriage is falling apart. I'm losing my job on Friday, and I basically people are going, "Hey, play Dominic the Donkey, would you?"
We do live in it. We exist in a very weird business that more often than not, when someone says this kind of stuff is going on, there's a lot of sympathy. But then you go on social media, and some people not so tactful.
I love that people, it's like, look, it's like, I get you don't like the show.
So just shut up.
But no, they're like, oh, it's like, not only do I not like, you know what? You suck. Go, it's like, well, all right, It's like, I don't know where you work, but boy, when you get fired, I want to be there just so I can throw mops at you.
Could you imagine that? It's like, I mean, I'm sure there's other, obviously, sports. A guy gets traded or gets released from his team. There are going to be people that are crapping on their grave, but it's such a weird thing. Like, it's still a human being. Like, if you don't have anything good to say, you don't like something that they do, then, just move on with your day.
You are the one that also plays Down Like a Donkey as well.
Well, because I love the freaking song.
Okay, fine. That's good.
And it's the Christmas season, man.
All right, let's go to Andrew and Kent. All right, Andrew and Kent, you are on the Rock.
Hey, good morning, you guys. How's it going?
Not too bad, Andrew. What you got for us?
Well, honestly, I want to change the subject a little bit. You talked about a little while ago about holiday movies, and you were going to watch Violent Night. What did you think of Violent Night?
First off, I do appreciate you changing the subject so that we can actually wait till Friday to do all this.
Hey, your son's the one who's screening the calls.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah, Joey's the greatest. Right to the end, by the way. My son just trolling me to the end. Yes, Andrew, thank you for... Have you seen that movie yourself?
Of course I have.
So what? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a solid 6.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly where I am with Violent Night. I feel like they took a weird turn with that movie. And, I expected it to be an Arnold movie. I expected it to be like an Expendables Christmas.
Okay.
And it really wasn't. I mean, it had moments of that, but they tried to shoehorn this love story. It was almost like, a Parent Trap and a little Home Alone. And a little, the poor, like almost a little Orphan Annie in a way. I mean, it was just like some poor girl loving Santa. It was weird. And David Harbour, by the way, thank you for, I've been saying David Harbour's name wrong. For some reason, I thought it was Harbour, so a listener corrected me. It's David Harbour. He was good. When he was doing his thing.
Oh, that's who you've been talking about all this time? I didn't even know.
Yeah, David Harbour. Yeah, I know. So, I would say a 6 to 7 for me for Violent Night. I think it's worth one watch, but I expected
more.
The choice they made, like some of the things they did in that movie, I just thought, I think you guys try to do too much.
Especially with such a great name for a film.
And the concept is really cool. I just would have liked to really have Santa be more magical with how he could kick ass. Mm-hmm. And the backstory they give Santa is really disturbing, I have to tell you. It's weird and disturbing, and it's worth watching. Like, what is the origin of Santa? They tell you, and it's weird. It's very weird.
Was he out on the streets with his parents and some random gunman shot both his mom and dad?
That would be a great... You know what? Almost like that in a weird way.
The Batman origin.
That would be so cool if it was basically Bruce Wayne as Santa.
Where's the present?
All right,
where's Rudolph?
Okay, so look, today we're done.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah, until tomorrow. I'm sure you'll have time to ask a lot of questions tomorrow during an open phone segment called Listeners on the Loose, whatever you want to talk about.
Just hit us all up on social media and say, hey, man, you can tell me.
Yeah, you do that. That always gets the inside info if you just say you can tell me.
Right.
Because you're a close confidant on Facebook.
Person that I might not have spoken to in nearly 20 years.
All right, we have a very important question to answer. It has nothing to do about my career, my life. It's all about Ryan Castle. What do Ryan Castle and a holiday party have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a holiday party have in common?
Drinking too much, doing something inappropriate.
Let's see. You know what? Yes, I approve of both of those messages.
Dude, the math adds up on that for sure.
Text came in. They both involve a lot of booze.
Yep.
Both involve Steve making bad decisions.
Yeah.
You know, at our holiday party every year, for some reason, they give me the microphone. And you would think, like, in that room full of broadcast professionals, I would be the last person they would give a microphone to. But they do it every year.
They
never learn.
And this year...
They never learn.
This year, I feel like maybe is their opportunity to really see the error of their ways. What do you think?
And give it to you, BJ.
What? No, don't give it to me.
Oh, fine.
That is going to be, by the way...
F you, you're cool. F you, you're cool.
Yeah.
I have been wondering about going...
What?
They say that RSVPing no to holiday parties is good for your mental health. I was kind of thinking I would do that to our holiday party.
Okay. You can come to my daughter's birthday party. It's the same day.
There you go. I like holiday parties, but I'm going to go there and they're all going to look at me sad. I've already got people look at me sad, and I go, I appreciate it, but I don't want to play like this. Like, all I do is see a sea of sad faces. It's like, really? That's not
Are you going to
fun.
have open bar at Tatum's party?
Oh, yeah. If you have open bar at Tatum's party, I'm going.
You know what? Absolutely. For you guys, I'll get a bottle of Fireball.
All right, then.
No.
I like Fireball.
Okay. Yeah. I can get you like a hot toddy if you'd like.
I could use a hot toddy. Ryan. He's hot. Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack. That's next.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Maximize the compensation for your injury claim with Phillips Law Firm. With over 80 years of combined legal experience, they won't allow the insurance companies to dictate what's good enough for you. Whether it's an auto accident or workplace injury, contact Phillips Law Firm today. If they don't win, you don't pay.
Want a little more pleasure in your life? Make 2024 your year to experience more pleasure than you thought possible. Lovers has the best adult toys, lingerie, and accessories to explore alone or together. Let our associates guide you on your pleasure journey and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until January 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Most of us have clothes we've loved for years. But it's harder than ever to find clothing that stands the test of time. So for your summer closet update, shop American Giant. From hoodies and t-shirts to denim and more, you can build a wardrobe to be proud of for summers to come. Shop Lifetime Essentials at american-giant.com and get 20% off with code LT23 at checkout. That's 20% off at american-giant.com. Promo code LT23.